If you're 59 and a half, did you know that in most cases you can roll your 401k into an IRA while keeping the 401k open for future contributions and employer matching funds? Doing this allows you to reposition your assets with more choices and proper diversification for your upcoming retirement. So, if you're 59 and a half and have an active 401k and would like to know all the options available to you, call us. After all, it's your money and it's too important for guesswork.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and here you go, round two. It's kind of odd to say because it's really not for us, but it is in the district sorts of things. Night number 2 in district play, Class 3A. I could always think that. Class 3A, because we are now District 5 football. Joe Corum along with Tyler Biggs Watterson. Biggs, how are you?
Doing great, Joe. It doesn't take much to get you fired up for football, and especially when it's Ava Mountain Grove. When you're a young kid growing up, when you learn about Ava football, pretty much 1A is Ava football, 1B, you learn that Mountain Grove is your rival. And so this is a game a lot of these kids wake up, dream about, think about all the time, win or go home situation.
Here comes Coach Poole. He's about to come through the door, and we will stop him as he's coming through. We'll wait for a second or two instead of going to the break. Ava against Mountain Grove, and this is the famous speech that Coach Poole gives to his 7th and 8th graders for the last 52 years. The team, he just walked on by. It's what you get when a guy retires from and keeps playing or coaching at the football level of play. I have to say thank you very much, Tyler Biggs Watterson, for sitting in for me the last couple of weeks. Vic and I had a great vacation, thoroughly enjoyed it. And I might add, we did listen in just a tad bit every now and then to Ava Bear football on Friday night.
We sure missed you.
Well, we missed Greg Davis, who just happens to be, I think, about this point in time at Rapid City, South Dakota, someplace like that. He's supposed to see Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
That?
He's traveled a few state lines over.
He has indeed. I've been there. That is a gorgeous, matter of fact, I was born in Rapid City.
Really?
Yes, I was indeed. That's a fun fact. Don't remember a thing about it, but I was born there. Art probably has some memories of it, but actually that's where I was born. Ended up in Kansas City and then on down here eventually in the story of things. But it's Ava against Mountain Grove. We're going to set the stage. It is for the right to play again, I hope, in the district tournament at the championship level of play. Ava and Mountain Grove semifinals up next on the best radio in the Ozarks, Cause AM and FM.
At Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance, it's never too early to start thinking about Christmas season. We've got the perfect love seat and recliner combinations for your living room. Furniture for the bedrooms. And you know you're going to get a big buck this season. How about a deep freeze to store the meat in? We've got a couple of deep freezes in stock right now. You know how hard those are to find? Better come get them while they're here. Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance in Ava.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have a great package deal for you. Get a Kubota MX 5400 DT package, including a 6-foot rotary cutter, 6-foot box blade, dual hay spike, and Kubota loader for $33,995 with 0 down, 0 APR for 60 months, now through 1031. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Hi, this is John Edgeler. Remember, we are two names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, West Plains and Mountain Grove.
Hi folks, this is Jay Loveland of Jay Loveland Auto Sales, and I'd like to invite you all to our new setup in Mountain Grove. We have a great inventory of affordable cars, trucks, and SUVs, conveniently located right next to Walmart and Burger King. Find us also online at jlovelandautosales.com or 417-349-4444. And remember, at J. Loveland Auto Sales, we always do the right thing.
Hey guys, this is Trish Watterson with Show Me Real Estate. And if you are thinking of selling your place, now is a good time as any. We pride ourselves on how we market our property, whether it's a farm, land, residential, in town, or commercial building. We use a variety of tools to bring awareness to potential buyers of the property that you want to sell. Visit either Show Me Real Estate location Monday through Friday or on Saturday mornings, and someone will be there to assist you. That's Show Me Real Estate, serving the entire Southwest Missouri area.
Here they come. You can hear the Viking sounds as they blow out the call for the Ava Bears about to rush through the banner. It's Ava against Mountain Grove. State playoffs underway, and the Bears bust through the sign, Tyler. And how many years ago was it when you did that? How many years ago was it?
It's getting longer and longer all the time, but 15 years, something like that. But right now, their adrenaline, it's going out of control wild right now. The biggest thing in these big ball games, control yourself and your emotions early if you can. Don't let things get too hectic, helter-skelter early.
Football night in Cause Country. A couple of comments that I want to make out of that. One of the things that Cooper and Tyler pointed out, and very, very important in this thing, is that if you look at the football team that's playing Mountain Grove tonight, this is the same football team, especially in what you call the skilled positions of football play. We're just not there.
No,
just
you
not
look
there.
at it, so much has changed since week 3. That seems like years ago, week 3 in this 2020 football season. I think you could make the argument right now, and a pretty easy one, quite frankly, that your top 3 offensive players right now as far as skill positions entering this game, Zach Richards, Blaine Mendel, Jacob Lyerly.
Yep.
All 3 of those kids, none of them touched the ball
Absolutely
in week 3.
Not at all. I was talking to Coach in the coaches show. Little note here. Half that coaches show we lost. Didn't get it because I blew something up in the midst of checking in one of the Brownfield networks. And so for the first half, you didn't get to hear that. But one of the things we talked about in the part you didn't get to hear is this football team, game 1, where we played Buffalo at their place and actually had the football game in hand and just couldn't finish off what would have been the choker drive. That football team, I think, breezes through this football game. And I'm going to be honest about it. I do. I think they breeze through this football game. They go back up to Buffalo, beat the tar out of them.
It would have been nice to have a second shot at that at full strength, but Joe, injuries, part of the game, unfortunately. Teams have had to dealt with them before. Ava right now just kind of paying a little bit for getting by pretty good on the injury bug the last 3 years or so, but it's that next man up in mentality, and I guarantee you a lot of these young kids who didn't get to play in that week 3 game, they are very excited to get a chance to take on the Panthers tonight.
Let me tell you something. This pays dividends next year and the year after. I can remember a kid by the name of Huff who ended up in a position as a quarterback because of injuries that had occurred. You remember that?
I do.
And the next thing you know, he's a heck of a football quarterback because he didn't have any choice. And that's kind of how this thing has worked this year and will pay dividends. TDH Media joins us. Tyson was down there kind of sweating it when I came up the steps. Wasn't getting audio to some point and somewhere. And he kind of smiled at me and said, I forgot to turn the volume up. There are some basics to this business that fundamentally make it work, aren't there?
We learn something new each day,
We
Joe.
do indeed. Ava against Mountain Grove, both teams on the football field. A little while ago, just a little sidelight, Thomas was up here. He had the headset on, and he was doing play-by-play.
Oh, he's ready to do the game right now.
He was. I mean, he was jacked up and ready to go. Ava, Mountain Grove, we're going to play some football on the best radio in the Ozarks, Cause AM and FM.
Hi, Cindy Morgan here from Town & Country Bank. Whether you're looking for a conventional mortgage, FHA or VA loan, construction loan, or home equity loan, our mortgage professionals at Town & Country Bank are here to help you every step of the way. You can even start the process online by clicking Online Mortgage Center at tcbanks.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Rick's Roofing, we have expanded our business. We are now dozing for timber and other excavating work, skid steer work, some brush hogging, brush mulching, also helping you build your driveway, building houses or shop pads, backhoe work, septic work, and dump truck gravel hauling, free quotes. And of course, we're still taking care of your roofing needs too. 683-8081. That's 683-8081 for Rick's Roofing, LLC.
Saying goodbye to a loved one. You want it to be special, wrapped in care and provide comfort to those who remain. I'm Tony Clinking Bear Van Dyne, and at Clinking Bear Funeral Home, we've been helping those we know and love say goodbye with honor and dignity for over 100 years. We are here to serve you and your family.
Commodity Specialist Company, wholesale suppliers of brewer's grain, hominy feed, corn gluten feed, distiller's grain, soy hulls, and other commodity feeds and byproducts. Reach us by phone at 417-746-4104. That's 746-4104. Are you needing some cash now and can't wait until payday? Strong's Watch Shop and Payday Loans is here to help you. Of course, they still do jewelry and watch repair. And hunters, listen up. Get ready for the season by taking a look at their firearms collection. Call them at 683-1789. That's 683-1789. Or stop by and see them at Strong's just north of the Ava Square.
As you normally do, meet there in the middle of the football field. Tyler, there are a couple other ball games that, through the help of Great Southern Bank, we're going to be tracing as the evening goes along. Want to give me a quick peek while we work on who's going to end up with the football?
Yes, absolutely. Games of interest tonight, including Class 1 level. Kabul taking on Lockwood. That's a 3-2 matchup in District 4 in Class 1. In Class 2, Liberty as a 4 seed taking on Springfield Catholic, who had only played 6 games this year. Got the little benefit there of not getting docked because of quarantined, all that stuff. That is a big game tonight. Willow Springs and Houston playing as well. Salem is a 6 seed. They pulled off an upset last week over Potosi. They play St. Clair. And then Buffalo and Osage, who we'll really be paying attention to in our district.
Coach likes Osage in that football game. Now, he doesn't take anything away from Buffalo, but he thinks their offense may be a match for Buffalo.
That would be very, very interesting. And did you notice who was out there as one of the captains for the Bears?
I did.
Looked like Mr. Jacob Bruffett.
And he hadn't been playing, I understand. Is that right?
Missed a little bit of action there towards the end of the season, and I know the coaching staff happy to get him back on both sides of the ball here tonight. Looks like Mountain Grove has won the toss.
No.
And they're going to get the football first.
We won the toss. We deferred.
Okay,
we deferred. So Mountain Grove.
Of course the defer.
Yes, we do. We'll get it third quarter. Mountain Grove going to start. So their offense, I think Tyson Elliott, who we saw in Game 3, will quarterback. Holland Glenn, who could not play in that football game, and he is an outstanding athlete, will play tonight. You'll have Trenton Bevan, Alex Casasas. We call that name a lot in the ball game in Game 3. Jace Dowden, an excellent receiver, and Drew Vaughn I have penciled in as kids we may see as the night goes on. It will probably add a whole lot more.
A lot of talented sophomores on this Mountain Grove team. They're young and they've got speed at each and every skill position.
Remember, this was a 2-touchdown, 14-0 football game, and I mean it was a war. It was a war.
That was old school
yes,
SCA
it was.
football.
Matter of fact, smash mouth football. Gotta love it. And Coach Sylvia is smiling when they're playing that kind of football, and we are. Now the Bears are about to kick it off. Mountain Grove will receive. I see a youngster standing at about the 15-yard line. He won't see the ball. It bounds around. It's loose on the ground. Looks like the Panthers have recovered. Mountain Grove football. Ava Bears will start on defense.
Are you looking to upgrade your vehicle with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Jason Bewley at JB Motor Company would like an opportunity to earn your business. JB Motor Company located just off the Highway 5 and Y intersection, and you can take a look at our inventory 24 hours a day at www.jbmotorcompanymo.com. You can also reach Jason on his cell phone at 683-0509. We buy, we sell, and yes, we trade too. Let's make a deal at JB Motor Company.
Elliott will be at quarterback, and he hands off to Holland Glenn. First play from scrimmage starts at the 46-yard line, and Glenn will make it to midfield and just a tad beyond that, past almost to the 49. Holland Glenn is a kid who did not play in the first ball game, and they bring him in motion, Tyler, on the first play, and he picks up, about 5 yards or so?
Yeah, 4.5, Kent Stanford would say, but Holland Glenn, they'll use him in a lot of positions, and you'll see him line up at that wing back a lot.
2 wideouts top side, now man in motion. That motion back will get it, looks for a blocker, doesn't get one. Bears break it down. Good job defensively. Ava that time staggered a little bit, comes to the near side, and takes the motion back who came to the football, handed out by the quarterback. And that motion back in this particular instance was, and I lost my seat.
I believe Rogers.
It was Rogers, that's correct.
And the defensive line there doing their job, eating up blocks so the linebackers could roam free there, Joe, and able to stop the ball carrier after a very short gain, making it about 3rd and 4 here.
So the Ava Bear defense called upon right off the bat, 3rd down and 4. Elliott wants to pass, has it off, and got it to Glenn, and Glenn's going to spin close to a first down. Got Glenn out on the flat. The defensive play made by Blaine Mendel, and you commented, Tyler, I recall, in our pregame set that Blaine's going to have the football game of his life in this contest against Mountain Grove.
He's really going to be worked there at the secondary and expect him to have action at the A-back position as well. But right there you see quick throw to Glenn, just try to get the ball in his hands in space, and the catch is good for 5 yards and a first down.
It is 1st and 10, Mountain Grove, our side of the football field, 10:44, quarter number 1. It is left to right on your radio dial. The run play comes to the top side and knocked out of bounds after a good run is Brandon Henry, I believe that is, on the carry for Mountain Grove. So Henry with the run picks up about 4, almost 4.5, and got pretty good blocking out on the edge to the near side of the football field, Tyler.
And Henry's one of those guys, too, a freshman. Did not see him get any action in the first time these two teams met, and so more playmakers becoming available for Mountain Grove this late in the season.
2nd down and 6, 39-yard line location. 3 boys in the backfield. Tyson Elliott at quarterback has 2 kids standing beside him. Elliott will hand on. Ball's on the ground. Elliott will fall on it at the 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Now, that's the kind of thing we need to see a lot of tonight.
Yeah, we talked about turnovers, of course, big in any football game, but those are magnified once you get into the district playoffs, and almost the first break of the game going Ava's way.
Was that not Bradley Henry, I think, who actually received the football and put it on the ground? It was not Elliott, I think, because he comes out now and we're reset on offense.
Little trouble on the mesh point on the handoff.
It was indeed. 3rd and 7 now, ball at the 40-yard line. 2 boys in the backfield. Everybody else is in tight. Now here he comes in motion. What do we want to do? Want to pass it up. He's wide open. That's Holland Glenn to the outside for a first down all the way down to the Ava 23-yard line. Glenn coming in motion, goes to the top side. Elliott catches him out in the corner, and there's nobody there defensively on him, Tyler.
A little rollout bootleg there to the left, and just nobody covering that area of the field on the far side. And Glenn, too good of an athlete to have that much room to work with, and a reception of about 17 yards, it looks like.
A rocket thrown by Tyson Elliott. 1st and 10, 22-yard line. Mountain Grove Panthers going to hand it off into the slot with a corner up to the top side. Past the 20 down to about the 18-yard line on the carry. And I lost who that was coming up there.
Baven on the play, and you look there, 4 different guys have already carried the football for Mountain Grove, trying to keep this Ava defense guessing.
So Panthers bringing a lot of kids into the backfield or out on the flat. 2nd and 6, 18-yard line. Panthers will send a receiver, 2 of them topside, and one of those is Holland Glenn. Out of the shotgun set on 2nd down and 6, 18-yard line. Quarterback will hand it into the slot, coming to the near side, falling down is Glenn on the carry. Bears had good contain right there. Holland Glenn tried to plant his feet, and when he did, he went to the ground.
Grady Goss doing a good job coming up there, and that time the old turf monster hurting it.
We will take that. 18-yard line, however. That's deep in our territory. 8:23, quarter 1, 3rd and 6. Mountain Grove gets the football on possession, Ava decision. Wide out, 1 to each side. Under center, nope, shotgun set is Elliott. Has a boy standing beside him. Ball is back. Elliott wants to throw up over the top. He's got him again. Holland Glenn bears good contain, and he's going to get down to about the 13-yard line on the pass play to Glenn. Ava's really going to have to get their spyglass on Holland Glenn. He is hurting us a bit.
That is his 5th touch already on this opening drive, Joe. And Blaine Mendel, though, that time at least coming up and making the tackle, not giving up yards after the catch. Sitting down our first big play of the game here.
Here's a little power football. Mountain Grove rotating in some big boys. 4th and 1, 13-yard line. Here's your first play that really counts for a bunch for the Ava Bear defense. And see, they're lining everybody up, power set. 2 big old kids in the backfield. Look for the snap. Quarterback wants to keep hands off. Big fullback into the hole. On the run is Rogers. He'll have a first down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, all he needed was 1, and he got 2. And that time, Mountain Grove bringing in extra offensive linemen and going a very heavy run offense there, and Rogers, the fullback, pretty much just had to fall forward for the first down.
He's 192 pounds, folks, and he's a big old kid. 1st and 10, 1st and goal for Mountain Grove. Hour into the football field, obviously. 7-10, quarter 1. Under the shotgun set, quarterback Elliott wants to pass. Got him out in the open again. That's Rogers on the run. He's going to be tough to take down. He'll get in for the touchdown. Brandon Rogers, 10-yard pass play. So it will go Elliott to the big old fullback who, remember, picked up the first down carry and now goes 1st and 10. Well, 1st and goal for a touchdown, and that was pretty easy, Tyler, when you get right down to it.
4 for 4 on the passing there on that drive for Elliott, and really it's nothing fancy, Joe. It's just little out patterns and things in the flats.
Going to have to come up, be a little tighter on that. And when you do that, things can happen behind you. 6:58 left to go, quarter one. Mountain Grove draws blood first. It's 6-0 going for the 1 point. Kick is up, high in the air. Looks good from here, and it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our score at the 6:58 mark of this football game. Let's see if I can figure this out. It will be the Mountain Grove Panthers 7. Your Ava Bears, well, we're about to get the football.
Hey, Bears fans, this is Travis Smith, and I want to say how proud I am to be supporting the Ava Bears football team. From the trip last year to the championship game and this summer's long, hot summer practices, I'm looking forward to seeing what this season will bring. Hard work pays off. I can attest to that from coaching football for over 10 years. And I want to say good luck to the Ava Bears football program from Travis Smith. Thank you.
Short football field. Boy, that can make the offense do a lot of things. 54-yard drive there.
Just a 54-yard drive. The kick doesn't get past the first line there. They pick up 4 first downs on the play and really distributing the ball quite evenly there, giving a lot of guys the touches. And Holland Glenn, boy, obvious that kid didn't play in the first game because he's making an impact early.
Early start for Glenn, and he right off the bat, you just have to see him and realize that kid's an athlete. Mountain Grove going to kick it off to us. Bears trail 7-0, 6:58, quarter one. Now they touch the ball, drive 54 yards. Now it's our turn. High kick taken by Ava at the 30 to the 35 and down right about there. Big old solid set by Mountain Grove. Hunter Hall, I think it was, the kid that had the football. And Hunter got pounded pretty hard, Tyler.
Yes, that was a physical hit for sure, and gives Ava the ball at the 34-yard line. So you see there already about a 12-yard differential on the starting field position for each team's first possession.
See if I remember this. Zach Richards probably going to work at quarterback, and I think we're going to have Jacob Lyerly fullback for Ava. Then you'll have Blaine Mendel and Colby Miles, the A and B backs. I call them A and B. They're A backs. They'll swing in motion. Who knows what they'll do? Look at here. Swing out to the top side right there is Mason Cole. Everybody else in tight. 1st and 10 for Ava. 34-yard line. Going to hand it off to Lyerly. Big fullback runs, crosses the 35, maybe the 36 or 37. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, folks. If you can pick up 3 or 4 yards on the carry, that's not a bad play on first down. In that case, we get 3.
Absolutely. A little hey diddle diddle up the middle there, and 3 yards a pop. That makes it a 4th and 1, and I think this is the kind of game, win or go home, where you're not going to see any punts on 4th and 1 from any team.
I sure hope not. It is 2nd and 7, 6:20 and counting, quarter one. Mountain Grove scored. Now it's our turn. Bears will hand it off. Nope, Richards wants to keep. Waits for the block. Boy, was there ever a hit. Did the ball come out? I hope it didn't, because what a hit Richards got as he tried to get behind a little bit of blocking, and he was walloped, wasn't he, Tyler?
He absolutely was, and I tell you, this sideline here for Mountain Grove making a fair amount of noise. They're kind of fired up playing with electricity right now here in this first quarter.
Well, hey, their team goes down, scores right off the bat. It is now 3rd down 6. Pretty big 3rd down here. I would have preferred 3 or 4 yards out of that run, and I'm just afraid Zach didn't get that. And boy, he got his bell rung. Hit hard. Man in motion. What are we going to do? We're going to try to hand it off to the top side. Nice running room right there. Blaine Mendel. He's going to pick up the first down. Tyler, there he is. Blaine Mendel.
That's my spotlight player tonight. You've seen the versatility he showed with the ball in his hands the last couple of games of the regular season. Kid that hasn't played football since the 7th grade and looks like he's just getting more natural and comfortable with each and every snap.
And he can throw the football. I'm here to tell you, I saw him do that before I went on vacation. Blaine Mendel with a great run, coming in motion, takes the handoff from Zach Richards. First down, Ava Bears move the ball to the 44-yard line. Everybody in tight. Nope, one receiver top side. Blaine Mendel will run. We're going to keep it on the quarterback side of things, and Richards will push forward for a couple of yards. Got behind the block of Jacob Lyerly right right there and was able to push forward for maybe 3, almost 4 on the carry for the quarterback, Zach Richards, Tyler.
Yes, Greg Davis, he is the best there is at this. My head is already spinning trying to keep up with all the stats and numbers, but the forward progress there gives Zach a decent run on first down.
2nd and 7, the scoreboard says, 47-yard line, trailing 7-0 the Mountain Grove Panthers, semifinal district play. Mason Cole, receiver to the top side. The Bears will run it up to Lyerly, I believe that is, who will cross the 48, get somewhere in between the 48 and 49-yard line, set up another 3rd and long for Ava. And Tyler, we're not getting enough movement along that line of scrimmage up against this very stout Mountain Grove defense.
No, not very big holes, and it's going to be up to these Bear backs to try not to go down on that first tackle. Get you some yards after contact. Try to make a few guys miss, because right now the defensive line for Mountain Grove is pretty much getting a stalemate at the line of scrimmage, and a stalemate is a win for the D-line.
3rd and 6 for Ava. A little confusion there. Now we're going to come in tight on everyone. What do we want to do? A little reverse here. Nope. Going back to pass. That looks like. Throw it in the air. Nearly intercepted by Mountain Grove. Richards had the idea and a receiver out in the flat. However, there was triple coverage out there for Mountain Grove. The Panthers, a good football team, my friends, do not be deceived. They are. 4th and 6.
That's not your normal 4 and 6 team. And Evans right there running the out route, and Richards knew he had to fire a fastball to try to get it incomplete, but the Grove secondary, give him credit, knew what was happening and made a break on the ball.
Nearly intercepted the puppy. It is 4th and 6. We're going to punt it away, trailing by 7 early in the ball game. Here comes your punt, high in the air. Panthers will look at it, takes an Ava bounce inside the 10. Can we kill it about the 5? We do. Timeout on the field. Mountain Grove 7, Ava 0.
Do you have new construction or remodeling needs? Reed's Construction can take care of you. We are family owned, operated, and insured. You can check us out on Facebook at Reed's Construction LLC. If you have questions about our services or would like an estimate, give us a call at 417-543-2063. Don't get framed by the competition. Trust our reputation. It's as solid as concrete.
Go Ava Bears!
Ava, Mountain Grove, we're at semifinal District 5 3A football. Tyler Watterson, Joe Corum, play-by-play side of things. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 5-yard line. Elliott will hand it off into the hole. Bears are there to close that one out. Nice job by Ava right along the line of scrimmage, and we didn't give up much anything right there.
No, our D-line doing a very good job right there of winning the line of scrimmage on that one. Looks like Dodson in there also for the Bears. Jacob Lakey, excuse me. And so that's what you like to see there, carries of 1 or no gain on first down, putting them at 2nd and long.
They're generous on the spot right there. 2nd down and 9 for Mountain Grove. The Panthers drove 54 yards on their first possession and put it on the board with the extra point good. 3 wideouts come to the near side. Elliott out of the option, going to hand off right up the middle.
No.
Big hole opens. Huge run for Mountain Grove. A slide right there, and what a great carry was that Trenton Bevins, who carried for 1 yard. And now Trenton Bevins, boy, he explodes. You talk about a little crease up to the top side of the football field. What happened there, Tyler?
It hit the hole so fast, came out of nowhere like a sack of ballots in Michigan, and was able to get a big gain on the play. And he was in the 2nd and 3rd level before we even knew who had the ball.
He got 300,000 yards on that run right there out of nowhere. 1st and 10, Mountain Grove, the 22-yard line. Bears going to have to buckle it up on defense. Elliott back to pass. Bears got the blitz on, and they're going to catch the football at the 40, midfield. It's a race headed down. That's Drew Vaughn, and he will be taken down by the Bears inside the 20. And Vaughn was fumbling the football from the top and able to pull that thing down. Am I right on the name Vaughn there?
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
It is. So he got it off his fingertips, popped it in the air, caught it once, caught it twice, 3rd time around. It's full motion, runs all the way down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, and the Panthers are knocking at the door again. And I'm sorry about said Greg. Tyler, how about that play?
That's a 60-yard pass play, and it was the juggling act, Joe.
Man.
Was able to basically tip it to himself And right now, Elliott passing already 96 yards.
Elliott will hand it off, and there he is again. Glenn into the hole. He'll think about going to the top side, cut back right up the middle, and it's going to end up at about the 16-yard line on the carry, which looks like it's going to be good for maybe 3 or so for Mountain Grove. Certainly 4 down territory. 2nd and 6 spot the football at the 15-yard line, and they're going to say 4 yards on the carry. Your assessment on what Mountain Grove's offense doing to us?
It all starts with the run, of course, but it's the passing game, and it's all timing. Quick 3-step drops, and the ball comes out quick.
Elliott, shotgun man in motion. Elliott right up the middle with it. The Bears close it, but the runner just keeps going. And on first contact, again, I think that's Bevan on the carry, and he is able to push his way all the way down to, well, about the 11-yard line.
And this drive started at the 6-yard line, Joe, and it hasn't taken him much time to get this far.
Bears are within inches of being on the ropes before we're out of the first quarter. 1:19 remaining in the quarter. Mountain Grove knocking on the door. 3rd and 2 at the 11-yard line. Mountain Grove drove 54 yards, used 4, 5, 6, 700 different players in the first drive. Now they'll split wideouts to each side. Elliott shotgun set, going to hand it again on the run. Holland Glenn with the carry is going to get past the 10, get down to about the 7.
What the flag is will be huge right here. Is it holding? Holding would back up Mountain Grove 10, and we could use a little break like that.
It is that against the Panthers. They need to hurt themselves right now so the Bears can regroup and figure out what we need to do. Right now, the youngster by the name of Holland Glenn is eating us alive. And with that now, 58 seconds left, first quarter clock, 7-0 is our score, and the holding called against Mountain Grove. That helps you at least for the moment, Tyler.
First penalty of the game there, and yes, it was probably going to be a first down carry, so first and goal does not look as good as 3rd and 12 here. Bears need a couple stops.
2 wideouts near side, 1 top side. Glenn, Tyson Elliott out of the shotgun, going back to pass, throws it up over the top, got another catch. It is to Rogers, I believe it is. Bears pretty good coverage that time, taking him out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Brandon Rogers, huge kid.
He is a big kid, and
really
I tell
is.
you what, Elliott, they're not asking him to do too much, but he's executing these plays perfectly. These are quick throws, and you can see there Goss quick up to make the play, so it looks like the adjustment's already been made there on them throws in the flats.
However, it becomes 4th down now and 9 thanks to the holding call. 4th and 9 from the 18-yard line. Of course, the Panthers going to go for it. They'll load up again. Look at the size of this. Coach Swafford going to call a timeout. Timeout on the field. Our score, Mountain Grove 7, Ava 0.
Hello, this is Blake Miller at Stockman's Bank in Ava. When it comes to sports, I know the dedication and commitment it takes to succeed. It's the same type of commitment we provide our customers at Stockman's Bank. At Stockman's Bank, you're not just a number, you are our neighbor. Come by and see us for all your banking needs Monday through Friday and Saturday mornings. Or you can reach us by phone at 683-4186. Stockman's Bank, proud past, exciting future. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Outstanding leadership, sports activities, and just good kids. That's the way Judge Craig Carter salutes the Ava Bear football team for an outstanding year and wishing them the best of luck in the playoffs. This salute from 44th Circuit Judge Craig Carter for all the kids in the schools around Claus Country. Now, I got to tell you, I'm impressed with Holland Glenn. He really is a great athlete, but what impresses me most is what this young quarterback is doing with the football and how quick he is to get rid of it, Tyler.
Yes, and our defensive line, which does such a great job of getting after the passer. Only time Elliott's been uncomfortable, McGinnis got a hit on him, but then that pass play went for 60 yards. And so they're all quick timing patterns, and it is really keeping the Bears' defensive line from being able to pin their ear back and get after Elliott.
Begin to see why they scored 60-some-odd points or more on Clinton last week. 4th and 9, 18-yard line. Here's play of the game, at least to this point in time. 39 seconds left.
You got to hold here.
You sure do. 3rd down and 9. What are they going to do? Elliott going back, wants to pass. He's in the pocket, has too much time. Now the Bears have pressure on him. He'll scramble. He'll get away. He'll throw it off. There he is again. And on the run, Holland Glenn's going to get a first down.
Football's on the ground. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's out. Bears think they have it. How close are we to the first down? That's the first thing I want to know.
I don't know. We need to zoom in from TDH Media there.
Mountain Grove comes up with a football. Now, where is it? Because it's going to be our ball if they don't get inside the 10. Nope, it's Mountain Grove first down. For heaven's sakes. For heaven's sakes. So with that, the ball comes out, and Glenn loses it. Bears fight for it, trying to get it back, and it ends up being Mountain Grove Panther football. How about that for a play?
That's Glenn's fourth reception, and Joe, they did max protect there. They only had 3 guys running out for routes, so Elliott has all the time in the world. Pressure comes late. He makes a few guys miss, and then just gets the ball in his best athlete's hands, and Glenn does the rest of the work there, getting 10 yards for the first down, and that is a
That's a killer.
Big deal there.
That's a killer. 7 seconds left. Ball at the 9-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mountain Grove. Elliott, what's he want to do? Puts it in Rogers' hands. The Bears stop him up right about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. We're going to run out a quarter. 1 quarter now in the books. Let's change into the field. It's Mountain Grove 7. Your Ava Bears 0.
Hey, this is Cody Herford from Cash Gas Company. On behalf of the Herford family and our 2 wonderful drivers, I wanted to thank our past, present, and future customers. We've been blessed to serve the Ava area. We're Ava's only locally owned and operated propane company, and here to help you 24 hours a day with all your propane needs. Give us a call today at 683-2297. That's 683-2297 for Cash Gas Company. And good luck to the Ava Bears.
Paul Wade and Associates. It's about accounting, bookkeeping, honesty, and experience. Paul Wade and Associates, with decades worth of experience in accounting work, offices in Ava and in Gainesville for years. Paul Wade and Associates, our Gainesville number 679-2299, 679-2299, and of course in Ava, Paul Wade and Associates at 683-2319. That's 683-2319.
2nd and 9, Mountain Grove football inside, though, Ava's 10, so it's 2nd and goal. A 7-0 football game, and Tyler, right now, Mountain Grove is just pretty much doing what they need to do to beat Ava.
They're having big plays, and they're having the 3-4 down times. That they've got 6 first downs here in this game so far in the first quarter, and they had the big 60-yard pass play. They're spreading the ball on the run. They're run first predominantly. But
Look
the
at
quarterback, Elliott, making the plays.
Look at their load right here. 4 kids in the backfield. Now the quarterback wants to throw it up off the fingertips. Oh, my goodness. Open in the flat was Dowden. And quarterback Elliott kind of fumbled around with the ball. Actually, he was trying to suck us into that. And then he spun out of it, found Dowden, who was open, but he couldn't hold on to the football. He didn't throw it very well that time, to be perfectly honest with you. And that's the first really bad throw I've seen from Elliott so far in the ball game. Not a good throw, and that's the first incompletion, and he's throwing the ball like a peppered item.
Well, here
I lost track of where I was. 3rd and 9, 11:56 left to go in the second quarter of football.
Got 2 big downs here. Ava's got to keep him out of the end zone.
It is now 3rd and 9. Panthers going back. Elliott looking to pass over the top, wide open, touchdown Glenn. And I mean, we hit him, he spun, he scored. 9-yard pass play. Elliott this time to Glenn. And you know, when you hit them, you need to put them on the ground or they're going to hurt you. And right there is a pretty good example of that, Tyler.
No, he spun off us and was literally able to walk in. And who would have had Mountain Grove 8 out of 9 passing for 118 yards here early in the second quarter.
Going for the extra point conversion is good. Now, that was, Tyler, a 94-yard drive. Is that right?
That drive started on the 6.
So, our score at the 11:48 mark of the first half. It's Mountain Grove 14. Your Ava Bears 0. A big thank you from Carla Esslinger and a salute to our kids, the Ava Bear football team, as they perform now in state playoff football. The salute from your new 33rd District State Senator, Carla Esslinger, saluting our Ava kids for a job well done. 14-0, and we're just a little beyond the first quarter of the football game, Tyler. I'm not comfortable about what's happening right now.
No, they're really grinding through the clock on these drives too, Joe, and they've had drives of 54 yards and 96 yards or 94 yards there in this first half, and we've only had the ball one time, one first down.
Yep.
And are already down 14-0.
Count the number of snaps we've had up against what they've had, and it's really, really apparent why it's 14-0. High kick in the air. The Bears will get it, and will stay with it for a second or two. Blaine Mendel's going to have it, and I think he kneeled down. They're going to roll at about the 34-yard line. And so with that, Ava will take over. 11:45 first half football. The Bears have already given up 2 touchdowns. Mountain Grove's possessed the ball twice.
The entire game, it feels like, and I hate to make some kind of statement like this right now, but we really need points on this drive because you just kind of have a feel like right now our defense hasn't caught up to the game plan of the Mountain Grove offense right now. We really need to have a big, long drive here. Give ourselves a chance.
So let's just do that. How about that? Zach going to hand it off. On the give that time is Colby Miles. Miles will cross over the 35 and slam forward to about the 38 on the carry. Nice run by Colby Miles for close to 4 yards.
He's the only guy that touched the ball in the first meeting that's out there for our offense right now at the skill position level.
Everybody else, well, they're somewhere else doing something else. 2nd and 6, ball at the 38-yard line. Ava trailing Mountain Grove 14-0. This is the right to play football next Friday night. Otherwise, you're dribbling the basketball. That's where we are that time of the year. So for Ava, 2nd down and 6 from the 38. Man in motion, going to hand it off. Up into the hole will go. Blaine Mendel, I think, on the carry. Is going to be a yard short of the first down. He got in behind some pretty good blocking that time and ran forward for a bunch.
Yeah,
Nice
Miles
job.
fakes going in motion to the opposite side, then comes back and gets a good key block there to help Mendel make this a 3rd and short.
It is all about everyone doing their job, and for these A-backs, most of the time, Tyler, that means you're making a block.
Absolutely.
You're drawing somebody away.
Got to be
that.
unselfish
You
to
bet.
be on this Ava offense, the flex bone.
3rd down and 1, we're going to call it. Let's see if we give it to Lyerly. Need about a yard. Man comes in motion. It is quarterback Richards to keep for a first down, a little bit more. Richards crossed the 42 to about the 46. Oh, I said 42. 45 to the 46, and he was within an inch of getting away.
I'm glad we got the first down, but boy, could have been a real big play if he makes one guy miss there. But we'll take the first down and get a new set of downs here.
Let's eat the clock up and go down and score. I'd feel better if we can just get the offense into a rhythm, because right now we're not, and we need to give the defense a little time to think. Although half the kids that are out there playing defense too. 14-0 your score. Under center, quarterback hands it off. Nope, pitch play comes to the side. Got a block to get by. We do. Nice run for Ava. That time Blaine Mendel comes to the near side, crosses midfield, gets down to the 47, and a nice run. Now the Bears beginning to generate a little offense, Tyler. 2nd and 4.
Yes, Mendel give him 6 yards on the carry, and you like seeing him have the ball with a lot of green grass in front of him there. Get him on the edges, get him in space. And for, again, a guy that hadn't played football in a while, he sure does make good reads on following the blocks.
That time he's hit and he goes forward. He leans forward for another yard. It is 2nd and 4 from the 47. What do we do this time? Pitch play, halfback pass. Nope, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Going to try to run out of it. What are we going to do? Oh, my goodness. Got a clip of some kind. Quarterback goes down. Got another flag out.
Now, if they're going to call a hit on a defenseless player right there, I'm sorry, but that is just good smash mouth football. There was nothing dirty about that. It did not happen from behind.
It's going to be against Ava, I'm afraid. Everybody saw it. We knew what was coming.
We need Tyson to cue that up, because that was a crunch of a hit. And I thought a legal block, but we're in 2020. You see a lot of this at all levels now, talking about defenseless. Here it comes, Lyerly getting ready, and I mean, boom. Leads with the shoulder, not the head. Tell me what's dirty about this, except poor number 22 just didn't know it was coming. That's a 15-year-old right there making a great block and they're going to penalize us there because he didn't see it coming.
It is a huge penalty. 2nd down and 30 for Ava, and we can't even get a call to work our way right now. Mountain Grove wants to penetrate. Richards going to keep it, try to go straight up the middle. Pretty good run there for Kevin as he'll get close to the 35. But remember, we need about 700 yards to get back in the football game. So at the 8:47 mark, the Bears are in trouble just in terms of field position. It becomes 3rd down, Tyler, and I think about 22 or so.
Yeah, that was a big 15-yard penalty, and I strongly disagree with the call. That may be how they word it nowadays, but man, that just looked like a good, clean.
Looks like football to me.
That's why Kevin LaSalle used to say, keep your head on a swivel when you're on the football field because you don't know what might happen.
Here come the Bears, 3rd and 32. Going to hand it off to Blaine, I think that is, who tries to find a little bit of hold and then literally slips and falls down. Maybe a yard. And the Bears now facing a 4th down and punting again. So when it looked like, Tyler, the offense was really starting to move the football, we get a horrendous call that just literally socks us to the ground. And as a result of that, Mountain Grove going to get the ball back at the 7:50 mark of the 2nd quarter of the ball game.
Well, Wes Drew, number 22 for Mountain Grove, will never forget number 33. Well, he may have already forgotten him after that hit, but that's a big penalty that just kills the momentum.
Ava Bears will kick it off out of bounds. At about the 35, it'll go out of bounds. And the official standing at the 40, now standing at the 45, and right about there. So the Panthers are going to be 55 yards away. Seems to me like that's about where they were on their first drive when they scored a touchdown. At the 7:35 mark of the first half of the game, Ava unable to come down, put points on the board. And I tell you what, if there's a time for the defense to say that's enough, it's right here.
Yeah, you're in the danger zone. We're just not built this year, especially with the injuries and everything, to make big comebacks. You can't go 3 scores down.
Quarterback Elliott wants to pass. We try to put pressure on. That time they got it, Howland Glenn behind the line of scrimmage. Much better job. Did you see that? Number 1, they put pressure on Elliott. Number 2, we were right on Howland Glenn before he even caught the football.
Well, fool me once, shame on us. Fool me 7 times. We figured it out on that one, and the adjustments have been made because Mountain Grove's been taking advantage of those open zones in the flats. That time, good job by Mendel, and like I kind of said during the pregame, Mendel's going to have to be everywhere.
And we need him now. 2nd and 12, 43-yard line. You know, a turnover right now for a touchdown would be a really nice thing to have. Trailing Mountain Grove 14-0.
Glenn's 6th catch of the first half. Mountain Grove only had 38 passing yards in the first matchup. They're over 100 already.
Shotgun set for Elliott. Boy stands beside him. 2 kids in the slot to the top side. They got a timeout coming. Someone somewhere calling a timeout. Mountain Grove. 6:44 remaining in this first half of football. Our score, it's the Panthers 14, your Bears 0.
Heart of the Ozarks Healthcare Center focuses on caring for their residents in every way. We're committed to provide a safe, protective environment while meeting the residents' individual needs. For more information about Heart of the Ozarks Healthcare Center, call 683-4129. 683-4129.
This is Tim Reese, pastor at Ava General Baptist Church. This year has been full of more questions than answers, but one thing that we can be sure of, whether within a community of believers or in the stands, we are better together. So let's cheer on our Ava Bears together. If you don't have a community of believers, I encourage you to join us in person Sundays at 8:30 or 10:45 or online at Facebook Live at 10:45. Go Bears!
14 Osage 6.
14-6 the score. Buffalo with the lead over Osage. We're 14-0 in this ball game. Mountain Grove with the lead over us. And now 2nd and 12, 43-yard line after Mountain Grove calls the timeout. Elliott will stay out of the shotgun. 2 kids loaded to the near side. Elliott going to go back to pass, put pressure on. He'll throw it up over the top. And the pass was underthrown, intended for Jace Dowden. And again, Tyler, there were feet coming after the quarterback Elliott that time.
Yeah, bring an extra guy there for the quick pressure and makes him throw that probably about a half second longer than what he wanted to. Receiver didn't have enough time to get his head around, and here we go again. A 3rd down. Can we get a stop and get the defense off the field?
I'm here to tell you the first quarter of this, Elliott was just picture perfect, but he was also with enough time to do it. 3rd and 12 from the 43. We're down by 2 touchdowns right now. Elliott shotgun set, going back to pass. Has time. That's deadly. Going down the field. It is high in the air, and pass interference all over the place. They were throwing it for Drew Vaughn. Bears were actually in almost triple coverage, and we sort of kind of ran over Vaughn.
They run the wheel route. It's an out and up here on the near side, and nobody got their head around to try to look for the football. And that one I'm not going to argue with just because we didn't make a play on it.
Yep. If we turn around and try to catch the football and run over him, it doesn't make any difference.
No.
But we didn't turn around. We just ran over him. And you can't do that. And he's stopping to try to catch the football. And he's
Easier
allowed
said
to do
and
that.
done when you're going 100 miles an hour there live in the game, but you just got to be aware when you're a cornerback. You try to watch those eyes of the receiver, and when those eyes start getting big, you need to know you need to get your head around and get those hands up.
Looked like Ava was going to stop. However, Mountain Grove picks up a huge first down, moves into Ava territory. They're going to have this ball at the 41-yard line. I'm not feeling good about what I'm seeing.
That's 2 penalties now for 30 yards against the Bears.
6:33, first half, down 14-0, and Panthers first and 10. Elliott back to pass, has his man, almost threw it right into the hands of Ava. But instead, they'd intended that thing for Rogers, and literally thrown right at you, and we're sitting there talking to ourselves, aren't we, Tyler?
Well, they're doing that play in the flat so much. Goss feels like he's a little bit beat on it, needs to hurry to get to the playmaker, but boy, the ball goes past him, and if Goss has his head up, he might be walking in the end zone.
Very possible, really. It is 2nd and 10, 41-yard line. We need a break like that. Elliott, what you want to do, he's going to hand it off into the hole. The Bears are there a couple of yards on the carry. Is that Wes? Who's that on the run right there?
Bavin
there
again,
it is, yes.
He is averaging about 6 yards a clip right now.
Trenton Bevan is a pretty good runner, isn't he?
Indeed. He hits the hole fast and hard. A lot of north and south running. No fancy dance moves. That's just straight north and south.
Give him 4 on the run. Call it 3rd and 6. Ball 37-yard line. Big play for the defense, and I keep saying this, we can't get down by another touchdown.
I can't go next level on my stats, but they're converting their third downs at like 90% right now.
14-0. Shotgun set. Bears got to get a stop here. Need 6. Have it to Blevins again. The Bears that time got him. Down he goes.
Excellent job. Jacob Bruffett, Kuntz filling the hole. I think Lakey there as well. Bears were ready for the quick handoff to Bavin that time. And now 4th down. Can we get a stop and get off the field? Because they're going for it.
Of course they are. They're up by 14. We haven't been able to stop them at all. And so with that, it becomes 4th and 6 for Mountain Grove. They're going to go for it. By the way, Tyson Elliott came over the sideline, got a little conversation with Coach, comes back into the huddle for Mountain Grove.
He's missed his last 3 passes. Bears are starting to get that pass rush home a little earlier now.
Wide out top side, one to the near side. Back stands beside Elliott, who's at shotgun. Back to passes Elliott. Here comes the pressure. Throw it up over the top. Got a catch. Got a first down. Got more. Down to 30. On the run, it was Rogers. Big old fullback. Kid's huge. I was afraid we were going to get tagged for his helmet hit. Howsoever, it's enough to move the chains, and Mountain Grove stays alive. And Tyler, boy, that's tough. That is really, really tough.
That's 2 4th down conversions that Mountain Grove has made here in the first half. 9 out of 13 passing right now for 124 yards. And, Joe, like I said, they only threw for 38 yards total back in week 3.
What you don't want to look at is how many yards of offense the Bears have in the ball game, because it is minuscule. 4:32, 1st and 10, 30-yard line, going to run it off, and there he is, right up the middle. Huge run for Holland Glenn. He came in motion, wanted to go topside, and then split right up the center of the football field and runs for about 6-7 yards on the carry. That is Holland Glenn for Mountain Grove.
And that sometimes when you're so late getting back to the quarterback, you try to get off a little faster there from your D end. Well, our D end accidentally flew up the field there, allowing Glenn to cut up underneath him and go up the gut.
2nd down and 4. Going to hand it off fullback right up the middle. Hold open. Soul stays open on the run. Trenton Bevan, 1st down inside Ava's 10. This is about to get really, really ugly. Bears are trailing by 2. That is 2 scores. Mountain Grove is now 1st and goal inside Ava's 9. And they, on a 4th down, really kind of blew the ball game open with this chance now inside Ava's 8-yard line. So with that, 3:40 left to go in quarter number 2. Mountain Grove Panthers knocking on the door. First and goal. Elliott's going to hand it off in a slip run right up the slot and in. That's Trenton Bevan. He was hit, about 3 times and just kept running, ran right over us, Tyler.
All the momentum with Mountain Grove right now. And, Joe, sometimes this game can be broke down pretty simple. Team has 4 downs to get 10 yards. Can you keep them from doing that? And so far defensively through 3 possessions, Ava is unable to get Mountain Grove off the football field offensively.
Simpler said, we can't stop them. 20-0 going for the extra point. It is now 21-0. Folks, we're not to halftime. It's Mountain Grove 21, Ava 0.
Always have been and always will be big Ava Bear football fans at Crystal Lake Fisheries. Like the Friday night traditions of Ava Bear football, we are proud of our history too. Established in 1951, and there are now 5 generations of fish feeders in the Emerson family. And we also want to give a big shout out to our employee Jacob Bruffett, wishing him and the Ava football Bears good luck in the district playoffs. From your friends and family at Crystal Lake Fisheries.
Right now, Mountain Grove offense unstoppable. The Ava Bears giving up a 54-yard drive, a 94-yard drive, and a 55-yard drive, and we've done nothing to stop down this engine from Mountain Grove.
I would not have believed that Mountain Grove's passing was going to make this much of a difference here in the first half. We know they've went to more of a spread-oriented deal, but they're still run first. But right now, Elliott's executing the offense brilliantly, and it's a bunch of simple pass patterns, crossers and little flare routes in the flat. And when they need a money down, when it's 3rd or 4th down, that's what they're doing, and we can't stop it.
In fairness, they've gotten a couple of huge penalties that actually put that drive into the end zone.
Oh, yes.
Really, that particular score. 3:29 left, short kick again. The Bears will pick it up, and let's see what we're going to do. It is a run right up the gut for a couple of yards. I think the name is Blaine Mendel again, is it not?
Blaine's going to be tired tomorrow, but, when these win-and-go-home situations, you better leave it all out on the field. And right now, here before halftime, you get the ball at second half. Can you somehow find a way to put one in the end zone and give yourself some kind of belief going into the locker room break?
Bears right now have yet to put this thing down through the uprights, and as a result of that, trail 21-0.
It's just 3 minutes before half and just our 3rd possession.
That is correct. And what do? Put a man in motion. Nice handoff that time. Cole on the run. Gets a hole. Gets running room. Gets loose. He'll get a first down and a whole lot more all the way down into Mountain Grove territory at the 41-42-yard line. There is a nice little run by Colby Miles.
How about 18 yards there from Miles, and got some great blocking up there on that top side. Miles was a patient, waited for the hole to open, hit it. Good gain. Going to need some more of that.
He allowed the other members of the team to make that play work, and that's what a good back will do. Let those blockers do their job. 1st and 10 for Ava. Football now at the 42-yard line, I believe that is, Mountain Grove territory. Hand it off again. This time Blaine Mendel gets to the top side, gets a block, gets loose, spins forward.
I think he's still on his feet.
He's still going. He'll get to the 30-yard line. We thought they had him down at the 35, but he just kept moving.
I'm watching that. I see no knee, no elbow go down. And Mendel, good awareness there and being alert by him, realizing he's not down. You watch the replay here, Tyson and the crew right on it, and you see no knee goes down, no elbow down, keeps it going.
1st and 10 to go along with it for Ava at the 30-yard line. Let's play a little inspired offense right now. Cole goes to the top side. For Ava as a receiver, man in motion. Going to hand it off right to Nope. Richards going to keep it. He'll stay on his feet, refusing to go down. Gets close to the 23-yard line, they're going to say. Excellent run for quarterback Zach Richards. And now the Ava Bears offense trying to breathe a little life into the football team.
And those were tough yards right there, too. He got hit pretty close to the line of scrimmage, and right now I think you sense the urgency right now on the Ava offense. They realize it's kind of do or die time here. 2nd
down and a long 3 or a skinny 4, depending on how you want to sort it. Ball's to the 23-yard line. Richards under center. Back behind him is the fullback. Man in motion. There's your fullback going to get the ball and right up the middle. Not a lot of sledding right there. However, Lyerly on the carry. He'll pick up maybe a yard. Boy, that was a slugger, wasn't it? Going to give him 2, apparently. Third down and 2 for Ava. Ball is close to the 22-21. I can't really see, Tyler.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle of that. So Ava now at third down and 1 with 1:27 left to go in the quarter. Going to hand it up. Nope, quarterback Richards going to keep. He'll step up. Has the first down. Gets to the 15. Goes down right there. 1:19 left to go in the first half of the game. Bears are trailing by 3 touchdowns. 21-0 to the Mountain Grove Panthers. A team they beat in game 3 14-0. But this quite obviously is not the same Mountain Grove football team. We know it's not the same Ava team. First and 10, 15. Man spins in motion. What do we want to do? On the run to the top side. Good run that time for Ava. And another first down for the Ava Bears. Miles on the carry with the run for a first down plus.
How about a run at 12? And right now, Miles, he's kind of the unforgotten man of this offense, and Mountain Grove not paying a whole lot of attention to him. And he's got some opening lanes up there up top.
First and goal from the 2 for the Bears with 55 seconds left. Boys, watch that clock. It's rolling down on us. First and goal from the 2, and boy, we are letting that clock run.
Well, it's okay right now, I think, here in the first down. You're not in a huge hurry yet with all timeouts.
So here we come, man in motion. What do we want to do? Richards tries to keep, pushes forward, gets close to the goal line, doesn't get in. He's going to be at about the 1, 28 seconds left to go till the end of the first half of play.
And now you see Coach Swafford running up to the referee, getting the timeout in. So you got 3 downs from the 1, 2 timeouts.
23 seconds left. Timeout on the field. Mountain Grove 21. You have a Bears 0.
If you're looking for ways to save, we got discounts every day.
Top Choice USDA certified ground chuck $1.99 per pound this week. Town and Country Supermarket in Ava, Missouri. Whole boneless pork loin $1.79 and shoulder butt roast $1.69 per pound. Town and Country, Ava, Missouri.
We've got discounts every day.
Trying to get a little bit back in the football game as we're trying to drive. Second and goal at the 1. So Ava thinking 8 points.
And the clock management actually has been okay here. You still got a couple of timeouts left. You're 1 yard out. You get the ball at halftime. You make a score here. All of a sudden, you got a little bit of mojo and momentum going in that locker room.
You make a score, and then you go in your first possession, drive down and score on them, and it's an entirely different football game. Second and goal at the 1. Hold on to the football, please. Zach Richards has the ball. Going to hand it off to Lyerly into the hole. He's hit right at the hole. I don't think he got anything.
He may have got 6 inches, but needed about 12.
Timeout called by Ava. Coach going to talk about it again. It becomes third and goal from the 1. Mountain Grove 21. Ava's knocking on the door.
Hi, it's Dan at Tarrant Insurance, a Cornerstone agency. One reason I love this job is because when our friend in Branson was diagnosed with leukemia and needed a drug that cost $12,000 a month, I was able to get her covered on the marketplace with 0 premium, and that drug cost almost eliminated. Pre-existing conditions are no problem. Give me a call at 683-1035. That's Dan at 683-1035.
Thomas comes up and he wants to get the play-by-play on this touchdown. The Ava Bears are about to score. It is third and goal from inside the 1. Ava's given up 3 touchdowns to Mountain Grove with only 17 seconds left on the clock.
And how fast this first half has moved. This is just our 3-possession touch of the football, and got to have 6 points here. 8, really. 8 going in the locker room.
So for Ava, here's your play, Thomas. Are you ready for this? Third and goal at inside the 1 for Ava. Look at Mountain Grove. They load up. Big kids along the line of scrimmage. It'll be quarterback sneak. Richards push forward. Touchdown. 1 yard plunge. And we just push Zach Richards in for the touchdown. So the Ava Bears, as time gets ready to run out, in this first half of the football game finally get in.
Look at the fullback Lyerly here. Just go up and push forward, and gives him an assist into the end zone there.
Now, this is a big one right here. Going for two. 21-6 length of that drive, Tyler, when you get the chance. Under center is Richard. We need 2 points right now. What do? Pitch play. Coming to the top side. Going to get in. Blaine Mendel. There you are. Blaine Mendel with a 2-point conversion. That was huge. So with 13 seconds left, it's your Ava Bears 8 and Mountain Grove 21.
Brookline Door Works, a family-owned and operated business specializing in garage doors and openers, service, installation, and repair. Our goal is to take care of our customers by being on time and reliable. We include a 2-year warranty so that you can feel comfortable that the job is done correctly. And we only charge local rates, no matter the distance traveled. Brookline Door Works. Give us a call today at 417-883-3667. And you can visit our website to check out the quality of our work at www.brooklinedoorworks.com.
58-yard drive for the Ava Bears. That looked a little bit more like it, Mr. Watterson, I do believe.
Had to have it on that possession. Mendel involved. Miles a couple of big runs on that drive. And then Richards on the goal line with some help from the guys behind him. Would not be denied. And now you've all of a sudden got a little bit better feeling going into the locker room.
Especially since the Bears will get the football to start out the second half. Mountain Grove has dominated the first half of the football game with the exception of the last Ava drive.
Thank you for kicking it deep,
You
I
bet.
think.
Bears will kick it off to the Panthers. A hole opens up the middle and the run stays alive. The runner still on his feet. Ball's out! Ball's out! Can the Bears get it? Ball comes out. Mountain Grove acts like they have it. There's 4 seconds left on the clock. It'll be Panther football.
We've seen that football pop up and go to the ground twice here for Mountain Grove so far. And
Alex Casas lost the ball, and the Bears, for a second, had a chance to touch it, but it's finally pulled down by Mountain Grove, and I think it was Bevan that ended up with the football. 1st and 10, 4 seconds left. Thomas Weldon, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Well, you got your prevent defense here. Watch out for the trick plays. Watch out for the tomfoolery. And you see Hunter Hall there getting way, way back on defense.
Quarterback Elliott puts a knee down. We're not going to fool anybody on that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, find ourselves at the half. It's your Ava Bears 8, Mountain Grove 21.
My name is Mina Higgins. I will be in the Gainesville Clinic, be working as a family nurse practitioner. I live in the area for more than 30 years, so it just is a fit. The expense of going to a healthcare facility can be astronomical. Having the sliding scale for Missouri Ozarks Community Health really does help, I think, promote access to people in the region. Missouri Ozarks Community Health is accepting new medical patients. Please call to schedule your appointment today.
Outstanding achievements of our young people. Van Kelly's been around kids, well, all his life, managing, running, owning Camp Joy, and has seen most of the kids around Cause Country one way or the other. Van Kelly is pleased to be involved in sporting activity in Cause Country. Very proud of our young people, wishing them the best, not only in the competitive events of high school and beyond, but beyond into life itself. A salute from your friend, Van Kelly.
Lots of us have been staying at home a little more this year, and when you're at home more, you start looking around and seeing things that you can improve. DIY projects that you've been thinking about doing for a while. And where do you go for all your home improvement supplies? Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers. Whether it's simpler cosmetic updates and touch-ups or the supplies you need for major renovations. Stop in Monday through Saturday and get your project materials at Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers, where we stop to shop.
This note is coming out from the Ava R1 School District. The deadline to register for the December 12th ACT test is November 20th. If you qualify for free and reduced lunches, you can contact the counselor's office for a free waiver.
All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, halftime here of this semifinal game on Cause Radio. And Getting ready to have a special halftime moment here for our very own Joe Corum. Now, he had no idea this was happening beforehand, and Coach Rex Sawyer waiting for him down right now. I think Joe asked me about 7 times, what? Rex wants me where? What's going on? And folks, a lot of you have heard before and everything. Joe Corum, Greg Davis, this is their final year full-time doing Ava Bear football. Joe Corum has been the voice of the Ava Bears for a long, long time, dating back to 1985. And it is a very special moment. And right now, Rex, Coach Sawyer with Joe right now. And Joe, he had no idea this was going on. So Ron
Ladies
Wallace,
and gentlemen, at this time, if we could please direct your attention to midfield. If there's one thing that's been consistent over the past 30-plus years on a Friday night, is Ava Bear football. And as consistent have been the voices of Ava Bear football. Mr. Joe Corum, for the past 35 years, has been investing in the Ava R1 School District and the Ava Bear football program. His compassion for the kids, to make sure that their names are spoken correctly, so mom and dad and grandparents all around can hear that name called. It means something to him, and I can promise you that that passion 35 years later is just as great as it was when he started. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the Ava R1 School District would like to recognize both Joe Corum and Greg Davis for their commitment to this program, this school district, and this community. Athletic Director Rex Sawyer will be presenting plaques to both, but tonight I'll read those. To Joe, in honor of 35 years traveling the SCA in service and support of Ava Bear football, the Ava R1 School District thanks Mr. Joe Corum.
And folks,
and as I said, also the voice of the Bears in honor of 32 years, also traveling this conference in service and support, Mr. Greg Davis.
Folks, this is pretty special
Joe,
right now.
from all of us, thank you.
You look right now, folks, there's people standing up right there applauding Joe Corum. If there's anyone that has been synonymous over the last 3 decades with Ava sports, especially Ava football, it's Joe Corum. What a special moment. Coach Sawyer reaching out to me there a week ago, making sure that we kept this a secret from Joe and everything, and very special moment there at halftime. Our score here at halftime at district semifinals, Ava 8, Mountain Grove 21.
Home Pride Bank, banking for you since 1892, helping the folks of Cause Country with real estate, agricultural, auto loans, and more. Offering a full line of consumer and business banking products and services. Our customers are important to us, and the family tradition that began in 1892 can still be found today. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, and on Saturdays from 8:30 to noon. Our history is rooted in commitment to both our customers and the communities we serve, and during these interesting times, you can count on Home Pride Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Students striving to be the best in academics, sports, and performing. And when you look for a job after graduation, come to the place that's the best industrial plant around, Emerson Climate Technologies, working with the best. We want you to come to work with us at Emerson Climate Technologies of Ava.
Oh, look, it's your boss, Hank, all hard hat and steel toes. But you know he has a soft spot for McDonald's. You got his favorites. Go on, show him. Wait, did Hank just smile? He never smiles. A lunch break breakthrough. That's something to value. Get a cheeseburger and small fries for $2.20, or a McChicken and small fries for $2.20. Add any size soft drink for $1. Single item at regular price. Price of participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
This has been anything but a normal year. And at Signal Food Stores, we are so very thankful for our employees and our customers. We work hard to provide a safe environment for everyone. And we are still providing great quality gasoline, diesel, food, beverage, and more. Pick up a Papa John's pizza before or after the ball game, and don't forget to sign up for the Signal Rewards Card and earn rewards for your purchases. Signal Food Stores, over 10 locations. Your one-stop shop for when you're on the go.
Speech. I don't have anything to say. I really don't. But we're going to put this on Facebook. May Ruth standing over there watching this little puppy. That was a shock. Did not know anything about that. And Greg Davis, if you're listening up in Rapid City, you got a heads up on this. They just honored you at Sylvie Field for your 32 years of working with Cause Radio and doing Ava Bear Sports. And folks, I really don't have anything to say. I mean, we just do our job, certainly enjoy what we're doing, but nonetheless, it is our job.
Well, there's nothing that caused a hot button topic in town like when the people started hearing that you and Greg, that this was your final year doing it full time. I'm going to say full time because I'm going to make them still come back and do a ball game now and then.
Everybody needs to understand we're still going to own the radio station, have to go to the office and do all that kind of junk. Even that we're working on, though. By the way, you're listening to Tyler over here, who is the new voice of Cause Radio, period. And one of these days, it's going to be his. And he's going to run the thing and take over, and I'm going to retire to the Bahamas, making millions of dollars in royalty payments.
There you go. Living the good life. I just want to say that your name is synonymous with Ava Sports, and it has been for over 3 decades, and you even go around and talk to other places, other towns in the SCA, and the Joe and Greg show on Friday nights beats any other product that there is that you can find on the dial. And so happy for you. I'm glad we actually surprised him. We were able to keep this under wraps for multiple weeks. Coach Rex Sawyer, he was the one driving, making the initiative on it, and glad for you, happy for you, and what a ride it's been.
Boy, this is kind of nice. I think I'll just go home. I'll just go home.
Well, we got a magic comeback here in the second half that you're going to be a part of.
I got after Rex, who, by the way, retires at the end of this year. Rex looked at me as we were walking off the football field, and he says, "This is mine, too. I'm done after this is over with." So all the old men of the sport are walking away from the thing. But hope that Greg could be involved with this, but now they really are. They're on vacation up at Rapid City and having just a great time, we hope. But wonderful people to work with. And folks, this is all about the kids, isn't it? I mean, that's why we do this. And so let's lace it up. We're going to get to football. We're going to go down and score on them, turn it into a 21-18 or 16 ball game, and you never know what happens. One of the things that I thought was pretty cute about this is here's Ron over in the middle. Everybody in the world has worked at Cause Radio. They really, really have. If you start looking at all the people that are out there floating around in the world, they've all worked at Cause Radio one time or the other. And Ron was one of the great voices at Cause Radio doing sports. Ron, you did football. When I went on vacation, you know, kind of.
That was when I was in school. I believe.
In the context here, you got to remember that Christina died in 2000. Okay, and it was shortly after that. Ron's working there, you know, and so Vic and I went on these adventures. We would just leave and go, especially that time of the year. And that's why last week, last couple of weeks we've been gone. It's all cued to that. That's just the time of the year that's best that we're gone. But Ron was doing ball games for us back then, and great guy. Really appreciate him, and we just love everybody to death in Cause Country. Now, we have football to do. We need to play some ads, make some money, and pick up a win. Do we have scores? We have Great Southern Bank.
We're trying at Great Southern Bank. They're working as hard as we are right now trying to find these scores. And outside of Buffalo Osage, which is 14-6, not showing a whole lot updating right now.
But
we're going to work on that
hard. That is Buffalo in the lead, 14-6.
Yes.
All right. The reason we ask that is after our remarkable comeback here, if Buffalo wins, we have to go there. If Osage can rally back, Osage would have to come to our place, and that would be all right with me.
Absolutely.
I would rather not another long road trip unless we're going to go to Columbia or someplace like that, and that'd be all right with me. Our score at the half. Have you done your statistical breakdown?
No, we're not even got there.
Not even going to do that. Our score at the half, it's Ava 8. I'm going to say it this way, and Mountain Grove 21.
It's Jim's Body Shop. The name you know, the people you trust when it comes to auto body repair services or giving you a tow anytime, day or night. And who hasn't locked their keys in their car? I've used them to help me out there too. 683-4609. That's 683-4609 for Jim's Body Shop. We're there when you need us, and we're proud to support Ava Athletics.
You need a little help around your place? Well, then you get a hold of Schmuck Ventures at 683-DUMP. That's 683-DUMP or 3867, where we deliver rock, dirt, and more. That's Tussie or TJ Schmuck at 683-3867, 683-DUMP for Schmuck Ventures, where we deliver rock, dirt, and more. Whether it's personal injury, car accidents, criminal defense, and no matter if the case is large or small, Christopher J. Swadesh, attorney at law, would be honored to represent you. You can visit with the Ava office, 200 East Washington, or you can call 683-2987, or even visit the website, www.swadesh.com. And from all of us at the law offices of Christopher J. Swadesh, we want to wish good luck to the Ava Bears.
All right, we're talking car insurance matchups. Tell me, who's your pick in the final?
I got to go with the team with the starting lineup of more than 17,000 clutch players. Go-to guys who deliver one-on-one service, but still defend against high rates by dishing out more discounts to more drivers than anyone else.
Sounds like State Farm.
Nobody matches State Farm's combination of personal service and low rates.
Call David Cody at Ava 683-4141 or in Mansfield 924-3231.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mountain Grove back out on the field, Ava back out on the field. We're about ready to play the second half of this ball game. Right now, it's 21-8 advantage Mountain Grove, and to be perfectly honest with you, Tyler, I looked at this thing, and there, by the time we got down to the last 3-minute mark of this game, I didn't think we had a chance the way things were going.
That last drive was everything for us, and you know, Mountain Grove has been able to have these long sustaining drives where we've just not had a whole lot of possessions, just 3 possessions in 2 quarters of football. Thankfully, the final one goes for a score, but we've got to find a way to get the defense to make some stops, because right now Mountain Grove doing whatever they want offensively, as I'm going to do my very best impression of Greg Davis here, and folks, bear with me. Greg, you are the master at this, but here's some first half numbers for you. Elliott passing, and again, I've said this earlier in the game, they only had 38 yards passing the first time we met. Tonight, whole different story. 9 of 13 throwing, 124 yards, and he's hit 3 different guys throwing the football too. Rushing, Baven has 8 carries for 54 yards. Rogers just 3 for 7. They're tough yards. And then Holland Glenn also has 4 for 14. Receiving, though, is where Glenn is really hurting us. He's got 6 catches, 44 yards. Vaughn, the one big catch for 60 yards on the crosser. And Rogers has also picked up a couple first downs, 2 catches, 12 yards. On the Ava side of things here, Zach Richards, 8 carries, 26 yards. Blaine Mendel, 5 for 30. You got Miles, 3 for 30, and Lyerly, 4 for 7. So Ava still under 100 yards of total offense. Richards 0 for 1 throwing the ball, and you got to figure that passing game going to have to get opened up here in the second half.
Ava Bear football, the Bears just need to go down, score a couple times, and turn this thing into another victory and a chance to play for the district championship, because that's what we are all about right now. You either win or you play basketball. And at this point in time, after what we did last year, I really enjoyed that trip, so let's just play football a little bit longer. You realize we were in December playing football last year? In the season that we had.
Hard to believe.
It is indeed. Now we find ourselves down by 21-8. Our score. Mountain Grove with the lead. Ava Bears, however, will start with the football to start out the second half of this game.
At MS Propane, our mission is to be your propane supplier for life. Locally owned and operated, MS Propane is a hometown company you can trust for safe, reliable, clean, and affordable propane services. Whether you're heating your home or business in the winter or grilling outside in the summer, you can count on us to help reduce your energy costs, increase your comfort, and power your home or business safely with propane. Give MS Propane a try today. 683-5300. That's 683-5300 for MS Propane. Miller Lawn Service can take care of your commercial and residential lawn care needs, from mowing the grass to trimming the hedge and more. Our fast, reliable, and experienced team can help your lawn look its best. And now we're licensed for agriculture pesticide application. Call Doug today at 543-2294 or Colton at 337-1766. 543-2294 or 337-1766. For Miller Lawn Service, and let us take care of your lawn.
Hello, this is Wes Davis of Town & Country Bank. At Town & Country Bank, we are committed to providing exceptional service to our customers. We do more than just provide loans for our community. We help make dreams become a reality. Whether it's a new home, farm, business, or a new car, we would love the opportunity to help. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly lending team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
By the way, Greg Davis, if you are listening somewhere else on the other side of the world, you owe me big time for what happened at halftime. You're going to have to do a lot of car selling to make up for that. Now, we've added some more Great Southern halftime scores, Tyler, that
Yes,
we can pass
we have
along.
found some. Liberty leading the number 1 seed Springfield Catholic 18-14. That one says it's in the second quarter. St. Clair 7, Salem 0. That's a very good St. Clair team that beat up on them earlier in the year. Salem holding tough here early. And Thayer all over Caruthersville. Thayer 35, Caruthersville 6. And Lockwood 7, Cabul 6. There's some Great Southern Bank halftime scores. And as we get ready, look at the first half numbers. Mountain Grove, 199 yards of total offense to just 93 for the Ava Bears. And of course that is unofficial because I'm no Greg Davis.
2-1. That's what that is. 8-21 the actual score. Mountain Grove going to kick off. Be careful. Watch what's coming right here. And the kick is genuine. It is in the air, and we will take it at the 23 to the 25. Looking for a crease. It's not there. Down we'll go right there at the 30-yard line. So the Ava Bears will come out needing to score off their first touch of the football, second half. Let's see if we can do it. It's Ava 8, Mountain Grove 21.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for home sweet home. We're for condos, tutors, single wides, and studios. We're for ranches, houseboats, 2 stories or 20. Red cedar, bluebirds, white squirrels, black walnuts, whatever's out your back door, we're for that. We're for watching the sun rise over the Mississippi and set over the Missouri. We're for kicking off your heels in a high-rise or hanging up your hat in the bootio. And if you have a home in Missouri, we have a policy for you.
I am Sean Irby, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. And if you're in Douglas County, I've got you covered.
Richards will keep on the first play from scrimmage for the Ava Bears. Will start the drive at the 31-yard line, and quarterback Kevin Richards picks up where he left off at the end of the second quarter, and he jukes forward.
I tell you, he's getting a lot better at carrying out that fake because I was watching Lyerly, and he had kept it there for a good 6-yard gain, and he was the guy there that really had the offense clicking at the end of that first drive. Because the quarterback, you're running the show there, and did a good job getting the guys down the field, and we'll see if we get more of Miles involved, Mendel, and I tell you what, they're not honoring or respecting Mason Cole down here very much.
Man in motion, and we're going to hand it off that time to Lyerly up the middle, going to be close to a first down. Ava Bears may be skinny by 2 or 3 inches, but that'll be about it. Nice job. 2 plays right up the gut. Quarterback keep, then you hand it off to the fullback. Lyerly with the run, and going to be just skinny by an inch, I think.
And James Pepke, a guy who missed out in the last couple of games of the season as well. And you see him there giving an extra push, those O-line doing the dirty work, getting Lyerly to go forward, and got to bring the chain gang out. And we're pretty biased on this.
We are indeed.
We've got the best chain gang around.
I think there is no question about that whatsoever. And you have to travel around a little bit to get some experience this. We're going to be skinny by a couple of inches. But you go to ball games, and folks, you literally wait for forever before they get the chains down so you know where you're at. The Ava crew over the years has always done an exceptional job moving that thing along so you knew when you're doing play-by-play where the ball was.
Vincent and company, they're ready. They're ready to go.
Love them to death. Third down, less than a foot for Ava. And what do? Mountain Grove stunning right up the middle. The Bears are just going to blow right by him. First down for Ava. Get to the 42-43, and they were stacking everybody right in the middle of the football football field, and the Bear offensive line did a great job of getting Ava a first down. Now, you know what we need to do, Tyler? March this sucker right down the field, put it in, get the 2-point conversion, and then stuff them on defense.
You take care of business this drive, you don't have to get in that panic passing attack at this point. You score here, you got a one-possession game, and then all of a sudden, you are right back in it.
So, Ava, 1st and 10. Left to right, radio dial, 43-yard line. Let's buckle up and get after him. Man in motion. Nope, what we're going to do is we're going to almost miss the handoff there. Lyerly was blown up on. We handed it to him, and you saw Richards wanting literally to take the ball back, but by then they were collapsing on Lyerly with the ball. Couldn't get it out.
Too dangerous there to try to pull it out. Ball security here, that's primary number 1. First downs, getting on the scoreboard number 2, but can't afford to have some kind of mesh point mishap right here.
And that was one. It is 2nd and 10. Bears gain nothing, but at least we didn't lose anything, and we still have the ball. At the 10-minute mark of quarter number 3. This time it'll be Richards wanting to run. Not a lot there. Mountain Grove adjusting very quickly and shutting down that ability. A yard, maybe a yard and a half on the carry for Ava as Zach decided to keep, comes near side with that run. And now Mountain Grove's offense, or defense rather, has put us in a spot.
Now, you probably won't see the cornerback do the same thing here on 3rd and long, but you watch him how he's guarding Mason Cole there in the early downs. He's really not even respecting the fact that Cole might get the ball. Haven't shown it a whole lot this year, but Mason Cole in limited opportunities show you he can catch it. See if he maybe gets an opportunity.
Cole with the ball, or excuse me, rather, we handed off to Blaine Mendel, and they killed that play. There in the backfield, and down goes Blaine Mendel. He's going to lose about a half a yard on that play and becomes 4th down for Ava at about 9.5. And Mountain Grove answers the first down call that the Bears got the first round and shut it down on our 2nd attempt, Tyler.
I think very aware that Blaine Mendel probably going to get the ball there on a 3rd and long, and they were not going to let it be number 12. And huddling up here on this 4th down might be, we've seen a fake punt in a big ball game.
It's a big ball game,
without a doubt. So if you got something, see if Mendel's got it.
43-yard line, back to pass, throw it up, and it hit off the back of the defender. So it'll be Mountain Grove football at the 43-yard line. We were trying to throw it down the field.
And that was a defensive lineman in coverage, and it was a look, Ma, what I found. Just threw the hand up and got a deflection. Ball needed to be led just a little bit more, but you had a feeling just because of the huddle on 4th down, we were going to a trick play there.
And we were wide open if we got it up over and into the hands of our receiver, but not so. So 1st and 10, Mountain Grove, 44-yard line. So our effort to come back in the ball game squished. Now the Panthers going to hand it off the big fullback past the 40 down to about the 39-yard line. Big, huge, heavy-duty run by Brenton Biven, and with that he keeps putting yards in his column. And I'm thinking, Tyler, that boy has a number of them in this football game.
That's his 9th carry, 58 yards, and he's just been kind of the bread and butter of this offense. When in doubt, they give Baven the football, and he's gotten positive yards each time he's touched it.
2nd and 6 from the 40 for Mountain Grove. 3 boys, including the quarterback in the backfield. It is Rogers now, this time with it, and the Bears are all over that play. Rogers gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brandon Rogers, big old kid, but he is not the slicing kind of runner that you see in Trenton.
Yeah, he's Rogers is more of that short yardage, goal line type of back. They've used him on a lot of the short down and distances, but they're on the 2nd and long, Ava defense ready for it, and another big 3rd down, and it seems like the Ava defense has had to do a lot of these.
And not really successfully, if you want to know the truth. 3rd and 6 from the 40. Panthers with it. Elliott will wait for the snap, wants to throw, hesitate, puts it up. Receiver led too far, couldn't get there that time as Dowden was intended. Bears had coverage on the play.
It was Blaine Mendel. They tried to go to that out route in the flats like they murdered us on in the first half to Holland Glen. Blaine Mendel read it, dissected it right at the snap of the football, preventing Elliott from going there because that's where he wanted to go with the football. Then he clutches it, goes deep, passes wide, and we'll see if this is actual punt here or if Mountain Grove's going to get tricky. I say with the 2-score lead, they punt.
40-yard line, they set up in the punt. The punter will stand at the 49, and it will be a punt. Bears did put pressure on. High kick. Bears will call for the fair catch. Bounce down. Ball's loose. Mountain Grove football.
Now there's a flag. There could be kick-catch interference
I think
here.
That's
exactly
what you
got to
right.
hope and pray if you're an Ava Bear fan.
Because they were standing right on us as the ball came down. I think that's an accurate call because we really weren't getting a chance to get to the football.
That's what it is, too. Referee makes the call, and that'll be a 10-yard penalty on Mountain Grove, and really a game saver right there.
It was indeed. You have to have the opportunity to catch the football, and Mountain Grove was right on us, so we literally couldn't get the ball to pull it in. So the Bears will keep the football. It would have been Mountain Grove's. I mean, it ended up in their hands. However, because of that, Ava Bear football and pull it way up the field, all the way up to the 30-yard line. And there's a break for you, Tyler, when we really, really needed one.
And I'm watching the TDH media replay, and I'm glad we got that call.
I'm telling you, it was perfect. That was a great call. We needed that, especially after a couple of calls in the first half of the game. It's time we get one our way.
Absolutely. We were due.
21-8 your score. 7 minutes left, quarter 3. We are trailing. Been behind since early on in the football game. Now under center is Richards. The Bears spin a man in motion. We're going to hand it off the fullback, Lyerly. Nothing. I mean nothing.
Jacob Lyerly, you know, that fullback in this flex bone offense for Coach Swaff, such an important position and such a reliable one. And right now here over the last few weeks, teams aren't letting the freshmen get a full head of steam. And the fullback position hasn't been producing what we've seen in the past with the Myerses and McDonald's and Zach Miller earlier this year. And it's a lot to ask of the young kid.
Surely is. You give him another year or two and you'll see the same thing, but we're not there now. We're not. Second down, 9 3/4 for Ava, trailing by an 21-8 score. Richards in trouble, goes down, back at the 25. No place to go. Mountain Grove had at least 4 kids in the backfield, 2 in front, and the one comes from behind and takes Richards down. And the defense of Mountain Grove is beginning to really work a number on Ava's offense in the start of this third quarter. We can ill afford that at this moment, down 21-8.
Nope, you've had 2 weeks off, so you've had a lot of practice and a lot of time to, you know, play around with the playbook, get the pencil and paper out, and probably about to see some plays we haven't seen Ava run all year long.
Third down and 14 for Ava. Put a man in motion. Going to hand it off to the top side. That's Miles with it. He'll try to get to the corner and won't get much. Maybe 3 on the carry for Colby. Mountain Grove stretched it out, pushed it out the top side, and finally were able to pull Miles down as they forced him back in closer to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down and 11, punting time for Ava, 5:22, and you don't feel good about where we are right now in the football game, down 21-8.
No, if you want to try to get something to be positive about, at least on that previous possession, the first time Ava has forced a Mountain Grove punt all game. So
first time all game.
Took a while to make the adjustments there, but if the defense can keep us in it a little bit longer, got to get the offense going, though.
Short or low kick rolls our way and down to the 25 and down to the 23. We're trying to push it. Zach Richards trying to just push it down the field. Here comes Mountain Grove. Panthers 21. Your Ava Bears 8.
Commodity Specialist Company, wholesale suppliers of brewer's grain, hominy feed, corn gluten feed, distiller's grain, soy hulls, and other commodity feeds and byproducts. Reach us by phone at 417-746-4104. That's 746-4104.
4:50 left to go in the third quarter. The Panthers get the ball back. 21-8 our score. More great Southern scores, Tyler, to pass along.
Well, we're pulling them up right now, and it looks like we still have That Liberty Catholic game 18-14 and Buffalo still leading.
Elliott will hand off on the carry. Bears are all over the play. Nice job that time by Ava. I think they brought Bevan in motion, and the Bears were able to pull him down and kill that one. Didn't let it happen. Nope, no, it wasn't. It was Glenn
Brett Coots
on the
from
carry.
that linebacker spot. He dissected Ceda's older brother there up. He used to get in the backfield like that and make tackles, and younger brother Coots there doing a great job filling the hole, making the tackle.
Loss of a yard on the play by Kuntz, and as a result of that, 2nd down and 11. Now, what we really need right here, Tyler, is knock that ball loose, pick it up, and run it in for a touchdown.
Sack, fumble, pick
you
six,
got it.
something.
Yep. 4:10 left to go in the third quarter, trailing 21-8. 2nd and 11. Elliott going back to pass. Bears put pressure on. Elliott throws it into the ground as we were at his knees about to tackle him.
Mason Cole, he was within an arm's length right there of pulling down the quarterback. And Ava defensive front here trying to give Elliott a little happy feet and giving him stuff to think about now.
Actually,
hurrying throws.
Elliott ended up on the ground at the end of the whole thing, so the Bears actually fumbled over into him in the midst of that throw, and boy, that's more like it. 3rd and 11. It ain't done, my friends. 21-8 your score, 4:02 left, third quarter, but the Bear defense got to stop them, and then the offense has to respond with points on the board. Look out. Passing time. 3 receivers top to the side of the field, 1 to the near side. Elliott going back to pass. Has a half a second. He's throwing down the field. It is out of bounds. Off the fingertips of Drew Vaughn. Out of bounds, and with that it becomes now 4th down and 11. And that far down the field, we're going to get the football back.
Yeah, Vaughn had to turn his head around the other way and had it in his hands. It looked like going to the ground, but the ground, thankfully here at Sylvie Field, pops it up out of Vaughn's hands, and that's 2 stops in a row now.
After
and Elliott, he had started the game hitting his first 7 passes since is just 2 of 8 throwing the football.
Bears are putting a little more pressure on him, making it a little more difficult. That's something. 4th and 11, punting time. Punter stands at the 8-yard line. The kick is up. Oh, it's a squib kick. Rolls at the 40 and goes out of up. It stays in play. Thought it was going to go out of bounds and ends up at the 48. Mountain Grove tries to push it down the field a little bit. 3:47 left to go in the third quarter. Ava ball trailing 8-21.
Do you have new construction or remodeling needs? Reed's Construction can take care of you. We are family owned, operated, and insured. You can check us out on Facebook at Reed's Construction LLC. If you have questions about our services or would like an estimate, give us a call at 417-543-2063.
Here come your Bears, going to hand it off. That's the fullback running right up the gut. And a good run right there, that time by Jacob Lyerly as he'll get to the 45-yard line. And apologize for having to move that ad aside. We got quickly up to the line of scrimmage, and that's okay by me. And how many yards on that carry, Tyler?
4 yards, and Lyerly 7 carries for 10 yards before that. So 4 yards looks like a whole lot of daylight when you've had the little running room he has.
Actually, I thought he got a little more than what they have actually given him out on the football field.
I did too. Looks like more like a 3-yard carry.
It is. 2nd and 7 is what the board says. 45-yard line. Bears trailing Mountain Grove 21-8. We need points, and we need them now. What are we going to do? Man in motion. That's Blaine Mendel that comes back into the middle of the football field, and he's going to end up at about the 40, 41, maybe 42 on the carry as we brought him, and this time he's running up the gut right there. There's no corner run right there for Blaine. He got in there and played a little power football, didn't he?
And that's what the design of the play was. You try to kick out the end and go inside that, and just the Grove, give them credit, the front 7, the linemen and linebackers scraping pretty hard and not giving us a whole lot of running room.
3rd and 4 for Ava. Wide out goes to the top side. Everybody else in tight. Under center is Richards. Richards will keep it. Zach's got some running room. He'll get loose. Steps outside. Zach Richards could go. Richards will find himself 10-5. Touchdown. 42-yard run.
How about a 42-yard run for Zach Richards, and what a cut he made, bouncing it out to the outside.
Now, how about being back in the football game? Because there we are. 2:18 left to go. In this, the third quarter of play, and the Ava Bears are roaring back in this game. Mountain Grove with 21 points. The Bears will go for 2, and boy, this gets big. And look at that run by Zach Richards, thanks to TDH Media and providing video to flow with the audio tonight. And hasn't that been such a great addition to the broadcast schedule that we have at Cause Radio, KKOZ.com, TDH Media anywhere in the world as well. First, let's see what we do. A little misdirection here. Richards looking to run. Has running room. He'll throw it in the air. He should have carried it in. Richards tried to throw, wasn't there. So, with 2:18 left to go in quarter number 3, it's your Bears 14, Mountain Grove 21.
Do you have new construction or remodeling needs? Reed's Construction can take care of you. We are family owned, operated, and insured. You can check us out on Facebook at Reed's Construction LLC. If you have questions about our services or would like an estimate, give us a call at 417-543-2063. Don't get framed by the competition. Trust our reputation. It's as solid as concrete.
Go Ava Bears!
I like that Go Ava Bears 42-yard run by Zach Richards, 52-yard drive by the Ava Bears. And Tyler, I'd love to have had the 2-point conversion, but any way you look at it, 21-14 is a whole lot better than where we were.
Well, if you would have, after the first 3 possessions of the game, Mountain Grove doesn't break a sweat really, goes down, they convert third downs, they convert fourth downs, 3 touchdowns, 3 possessions. If you would have said right then there in the second quarter at 21-0 that it is a 1-touchdown game with 2 minutes left in the third, the way this thing started, you would have taken it every time.
You bet. So, Mountain Grove going to get the ball back. Bear defense now got to do it again, and then we have to put the offense back out there and do it again. Panthers will take it the 20 to the 25. Big hit, right 30-yard line. Nice job by Ava on the defensive side of things, Tyler.
You feel that energy pick up a little bit on the blue and gold side? You've all of a sudden got a little life here, 1-score game, district playoffs.
It's the Panthers and the Bears. What more can you expect? Ava against Mountain Grove tonight. Scott Sylvie, if you're listening to me, I'm sorry that I missed you when you came up here a couple of weeks ago. Had I known you were coming, I'd have gone on vacation anyway. But I look forward to the chance of seeing you. Great kid there. Love him to death. I think he lives in Florida, if memory serves me correct. 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide out to the top side. Elliott's going to hand it off. On the run again. There he is. Bears creamed him.
How about Goss coming up from that cornerback position to make the hit?
Even on the carry. Bears that time just sliced his feet out from under him. And so 1 yard, 2nd and 9, ball at the 31-yard line. It's up to the Bear defense. I'd like a turnover. Points coming off defense. Wouldn't that be something? And change this puppy upside down.
Don't tease me with a good time, Joe.
1:45 left to go. Quarter number 3. Ava trails 14-21. Panthers with the football. Man in motion. That's Rogers. Elliott wants to throw. Going to flip it up. Got the catch. Bears have contained. Down goes the receiver. After the catch, Holland Glenn. Won't be enough for a first down, I don't think. The ball will end to the 39.
That's his 7th catch in this ball game. That sophomore who missed game 1. He is running the ball. He's catching the ball. The focal point of the Mountain Grove offensive attack.
Here's your big 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Now you think with the Panthers that's just easy peasy. See what comes of it. Elliott waits for it. Going to hand it off to Rogers. He's going to end up with a first down. So it will be at about the 38-yard line before he goes down. And so with that, Mountain Grove will move the chains and keep possession of the game up 21-14 right now. Let me check and make sure it was Rogers. It was Bevan rather on the carry. And boy, that kid can run with the football, can he?
That's his 11th carry of the game.
1st and 10, it becomes 43, Mountain Grove territory. If you're wondering, Panthers move from right to left onto your radio dial. Don't forget to rebroadcast this ball game 10 o'clock tomorrow morning on Cause Radio. 40 seconds left. Wide out seat side of the field. Elliott at quarterback spins a man in motion. That's Rogers. He'll get the ball. Rogers gets a blocker. Bears are all over him, though. And with that, he goes down after maybe a yard. Ava broke through all the blocking Mountain Grove had set up and to pull him down. And with that, it becomes 2nd down and a yard gain. 2nd and 9 with 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Outside of that 22-yard rush by Bevan in the first half when he hit the hole so fast, Ava's run defense has been very steady and consistent in this ball game. It's the third and fourth down passing is what's been backbreaking.
2nd and 9. Time's going to run out in the quarter. We have played 3. Our score now, Ava 14, Mountain Grove 21.
At Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance, it's never too early to start thinking about Christmas season. We've got the perfect love seat and recliner combinations for your living room. Furniture for the bedrooms. And you know you're going to get a big buck this season. How about a deep freeze to store the meat in? We've got a couple of deep freezes in stock right now. You know how hard those are to find? Better come get them while they're here. Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance in Ava.
Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment and Kubota have a great package deal for you. Get a Kubota MX 5400 DT package, including a 6-foot rotary cutter, 6-foot box blade, dual hay spike, and Kubota loader for $33,995 with 0 down, 0 APR for 60 months, now through 10/31. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
2 names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
1 quarter away from moving on to the championship football game, looks like against Buffalo, for either Mountain Grove or Ava.
Yeah, the Buffalo offense looks like it's back there. 49 first half points, but looky here, fourth quarter, one-score game, Ava Mountain Grove, and you somehow knew it was going to be like this, right? It was always going to be a game.
All Dan said was, I want to get to the fourth quarter and have it close. I mean, he knows that Mountain Grove comes in with a much improved football team. Everybody that's fair about it knows how injury-plagued this year has been for Ava. But he said, get me to the fourth quarter. Well, folks, we're in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9. Can we stop him right here? Elliott out of the shotgun, spins a man in motion, has 2 backs standing beside him. One of the backs in the hole, that's Evan with it. He'll go down. Big hit by Ava. Great job on the Ava Bears. I rank that rather Rogers on the carry. Brandon Rogers gets hit hard.
Brady Goss bringing the lumber there.
Goss has played just an outstanding football game for Ava.
And he's gotten better each and every week. You see him improve as the Kabul game went on and just gets more and more confidence. It looks like we got a procedure call
against
Mountain Grove up 5.
So forget about that great defensive play, although it was, and move back 5 yards. So instead of becoming a 3rd down at about 7, it will become 2nd down and move the ball back beyond the 40 to the 39.
Of course, this didn't look pretty early.
No, it didn't.
We're right here in money crunch time in a one-score game, and as Coach Swafford told you earlier in the week, that's all we could ask for.
Just get here, stop them, go down, score, get your 2-point conversion, and win this puppy. 21-14, 11-48. Mountain Grove wideouts, 1 to each side. Elliott out of the shotgun set. They need 14 yards. Bears want to come to the quarterback. They're going to flip it up, get a catch, get a touchdown. Down the field will be Drew Vaughn. We can't catch him, and with that it becomes a 61 yards. Is that right?
Yes,
61 yard pass play.
And Joe, they've been hitting us with the out and the out and the out and the flat all game. What do they do on 2nd and long? They run the slant. And we bit on it. We were not ready for it. First time they've really ran that route all game. And Vaughn goes untouched pretty much into the end zone.
Not necessarily a killer, but certainly didn't help our cause, and he did it. 27-14, 11:32, so inside the first 30 seconds of the fourth quarter, Mountain Grove takes those points back. Their extra point conversion for 1 is good. So 11:32 is what the clock says. The score will be Mountain Grove 28, your Ava Bears 14.
Hey guys, this is Trish Watterson with Show Me Real Estate. And if you are thinking of selling your place, now is a good time as any. We pride ourselves on how we market our property, whether it's a farm, land, residential, in-town, or commercial building. We use a variety of tools to bring awareness to potential buyers of the property that you want to sell. Visit either Show Me Real Estate location Monday through Friday or on Saturday mornings, and someone will be there to assist you. That's Show Me Real Estate, serving the entire Southwest Missouri area.
Do you believe, my friends, in the Ava Bears? Well, if you do, you better get it working right now. 28-14 score, down by 2 now, Tyler.
Whatever superstitions you have, turn your cap backwards, whatever.
Hey, I wore my winning shirt. I put my winning shirt on to come to football game night. You don't believe that? That's fact.
And you know, Elliott had been pretty erratic there in the second half. That's his first completion here of the second half, and it just happens to go 61 yards for him to score.
Panthers kick it over our heads. We'll bound it down, pick it up at about the 10. Be careful here at the 10, trying to step up inside, and down we go right about there. So
Too
Mountain
much
Grove,
dancing, you got to go straight.
Yep. Mountain Grove drives us all the way back to the 10, and the momentum, which certainly had swung Ava's way with a couple of scores and in the ball game, now find ourselves down by a couple of scores, 28-14. And what do, Tyler? 90 yards to go.
Well, you've now got the clock against you. There in the third quarter, you could still run the football, still run your offense. There's still 11:26 left, but you got to have more urgency. Snaps need to be quick. Hurry up offense.
So let's get up under it. Zach Miller, one boy behind him. That's the fullback. Wide out to the top side. What do we want to do? Quarterback Zach Richards wants to keep. Tries to get to the outside, then steps up inside. Gets about 3 yards on the carry. Not what you really need, perhaps, when you're down by 2 scores.
No,
and they're going to say only 2 yards on the run.
Playbook's going to have to be opened up a little bit, and you know we're not known for our passing attack, but whatever good plays you got there in the playbook, if you're Coach Merrifield, you got to start dialing those up, because 2-score game, got to have it fast.
Watch that clock count down. 10:55 left to go in the contest in the season for somebody. It is 2nd down and 8, and with that the Bears going to try to and end up find themselves just stacked up in the middle of the football field. I think we wanted to keep it, or were we trying to hand off to Lyerly, and Mountain Grove blew the play up. Looked to me like Mountain Grove was in the backfield about the time we wanted to do something, and so there was absolutely nothing there for Zach Richards to do.
Whatever we wanted to do, it was not the play call for their defense on that one.
They were all over that. 3rd down and 8, ball at the 13-yard line. Problem is, we trail by 14, down 28-14, 10-13 left to go in the season for Ava, unless we can turn a miracle here. Back to pass is Richards. Under pressure, he'll flop it up. Got Lyerly with the catch. Lyerly, get the first down, please. He does. They actually tackled us forward all the way to the 25-yard line, and with that move, them changed. The Bears are still alive, and the big old fullback. What is he, a freshman?
Yeah, freshman there, 14 yards, and we've seen him catch that screenplay a couple of times. Ava likes to go to that, especially when they think the defense is rushing Richards hard, and it works that time, 14 yards, first down.
Jacob, you learn from this every time you touch the football, please. What do? We hand it off. Nice run for Ava. Going to get it across the 25 all the way up to about the 28-yard line, and there's Miles again. And he's having a pretty good football game for Ava. Colby Miles on the run for about 3.
Yeah, he's getting 8 yards a carry, and honestly, after the first half, thought we'd maybe see a little bit more him here, and still yet may.
We need to get him to the outside loose for a touchdown. Back to pass. Richards in trouble. He'll go down.
There was no time.
Nope.
And the defensive player there, Hunter Means, who had the big deflection on the 4th down, fake punt, gets in the backfield and absolutely devours Richards. Just no time to throw.
Lost about 6 or 7 on that play, and it was doomed. I'm here to tell you, Mountain Grove was coming with everything they had. They were in the backfield, and Zach did not have a chance.
And it's not a blitz there. It's just their 5 guys beating our 5 guys.
They did. 3rd and 14, back to the 21. Panthers are believing that they're going to go on the road and play at Buffalo next week, and that's the psyche that's working right now against your Ava Bears. 21-yard line, 8:48 left to go in the ball game. We try a little reverse to the top side, and, well, we're going to get a little bit, but not near enough. Ball to the 26-yard line. Blaine Mendel on the run will get back and beyond the original line of scrimmage by a half a foot, maybe a yard, where they're going to give him even a better spot. So it becomes 4th down and a long 8, and At the 21, there's not much option here, Tyler. We got to punt the ball.
I know we like that counter play and everything, but it just seems like that Mountain Grove, as the games went on, is not letting the A-backs get to the outside.
Bears will punt it away. Mountain Grove didn't think we would. They send no one back. Takes a nice bounce, but I would remind everyone they had the ball back at the 6-yard line a little while back, and they drove 94 yards for a touchdown. One of their points that are set on the board came at a long distance. 8:02 left in the season for somebody. 28-14 your score. Bears need a defensive turnover that we turn into points quickly and then go down and score with the offense. Or we can get 2 defensive scores, I don't care. But down by 14 points, 8:02 left in the go in the ball game. Ava's defense and offense going to have to find a way to rally back. Mountain Grove Panthers from the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, working left to right. Elliott shotgun set. Boy stands behind him. Receivers one to each side of the field. Elliott will hand it off. Hold open. Spin move by that running back Trenton Biven. And he'll find 2 or 3 yards on the carry. And with that, the Bears now give Mountain Grove a 2nd down and 7 by what I'm seeing here.
And right now, I'd be surprised if anyone touched it on this possession besides Glenn or Baven.
Yeah. Or you hand it off to Rogers, maybe.
And
get
him,
the ball in
well.
his time. And the big kids that'll carry the football. You just want to chug the clock down. You're up 28-14, 7:25.
You're under 7.5 minutes left, and right now you keep it on the ground no matter what. You keep the clock rolling. You throw it, an incomplete pass stops the clock. So I bet Grove goes more conservative here.
Wide out, one to each side. Quarterback going to hand it off again. This time a run. Bears are all over it. Defend the play. Stop it. No gain. Nice job defensively by Ava as the Bears step up and say, you're not coming that way. So with that, it becomes, they give about a half a yard on that. It becomes 3rd down and 7 for Mountain Grove. Trailing 28-14 your Bears are. You have scores for us by the Great Southern Update. Tyler Watterson.
St. Clair 21, Salem 0. Kabul right now losing to Lockwood. That surprises me a little bit, 21-6. And Buffalo, as we said, all over Osage, 49-18. And Thayer, they're on cruise control in the second half against Caruthersville.
That's a good Thayer football team, my friends. 7 yards Mountain Grove needs, 6:29. They want the clock to run down. This game is theirs to lose. Pure and simple. Up by 2. Panthers will throw it up in the air. Bears all over it. Great job. Threw it out that time to Holland Glenn, and we just creamed him. That's
I tell
not
you
bad.
what, injuries have forced Grady Goss into playing time here, but I tell you what, the Bears may have found a gem in the secondary there with young Goss, the sophomore, because he has been outstanding in this game tonight.
Now, we need to catch this punt, and we need to run it back for a touchdown. So there you are, Blaine Mendel. That's all you have to do. As he works his way back to the 35. 5:45 left to go in the ball game. Oh, my.
8 catch for Holland Glenn, too, because they have really utilized him in the flats. And Ava's made the right adjustments there in the second half on that. It's the one slant over the middle for 61 yards that's got us.
Panthers call the timeout with 5:32 left to go in the ball game. They just want to eat up the clock. Score, Mountain Grove 28, Ava 14.
Hi, folks. This is Jay Loveland of Jay Loveland Auto Sales. I'd like to invite you all to our new setup in Mountain Grove. We have a great inventory of affordable cars, trucks, and SUVs, conveniently located right next to Walmart and Burger King. Find us also online at jlovelandautosales.com or 417-349-4444. And remember, at J. Loveland Auto Sales, we always do the right thing.
Mountain Grove didn't take the timeout, Tyler. They actually took the penalty, delay a game, so they'll move it back a little bit and punt it away.
You see that on Sundays and Saturdays when the team is on your side of the field.
Yeah.
But backed up like this, I'm kind of surprised there. Not using the timeout.
Let's blunt this. Let's block this and run it in for a touchdown. Yeah. 4th and 12. Mountain Grove to punt it away with 5:32 left to go in the ball game. We're down by 2 touchdowns. High punt in the air. Bears call for the call for the fair catch. Blaine calls for it. Blaine Mendel going to have the ball at the 46-yard line. Timeout on the field. Ava 14, Mountain Grove 28.
Century Bank of the Ozarks, with locations in Ava, Gainesville, Theodosia, and Bakersfield, is your hometown community bank. We offer a full line of personal checking and saving account options, as well as corporate credit and business banking solutions. Our experienced lenders specialize in residential, consumer, commercial, and agricultural lending. Since 1894, Century Bank of the Ozarks has made...
Thank you, Cooper. Here come the Bears, 1st and 10 from the 46. What we're going to do is hand it off on the carry. That was Kevin Richards, rather. Faked the handoff to Lyerly, kept the ball, spun, got around a little bit. Tyler, this does not win a football game for us, however.
No, you've really got to pick up the urgency. We're getting around the 5-minute mark of the game, and it's got to go quicker. Got to go quicker.
2nd and 7 for the Bears. 49-yard line, the marker, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Want to give it to Blaine Mendel to the top side. Got a block out on the edge. Blaine Mendel spins and holds on to the ball. Boy, did he ever take a hit. He was hit hard, held onto the football. A little bit of excitement. I'm here to tell you, when Blaine Mendel touches the football, it is kind of excitement time, isn't it?
He is a true playmaker. Him and Richards both can make a lot of things happen in open space, but we're going to have to see some of the passing game. This is just eating up clock. You've got 2 plays, 6 yards. Got to go into something.
3rd down and 3 for Ava. Down by too much. Richards wants to carry with it and gets short of the first down.
Boy, you hear the groans here in the Ava stands, and these 3 yards at a pop, that's all fine and dandy if you're at a tie game, 1-score game, not when you're down multiple scores.
4th down and 1. From Mountain Grove standpoint, this is a football game right here. I mean, if there's any question whatsoever. They stop Mountain Grove or Ava on this, it's over. 28-14, under a minute left to go. Pitch play topside. Blaine Mendel, he's going to get the first down, and that's about it. And that's about it.
Should stop the clock, though.
3:52 is the stop point for the clock. Chains should move. Well, it depends, I guess, on the spot of the ball. They are. The chains are
Mendel,
moving.
He's walking a little slow from that hit. He had to hit the hole at full speed there to get to the first down. And, you know, clock running here under 3:48. Where is the hurry up? Where is the urgency?
Ava Bears with the ball, 3:40 and counting, and we fall down. Hand it off, and into the hole we go, and there's absolutely nothing there. Colby Miles, I think, kind of squatted down into the hole. Maybe a yard, but with 3:30 left, there's just no way this is going to work.
You know, on the 5-step drops, our line can't keep Mountain Grove from getting after the quarterback, but I'd like to see some bootlegs, get Richards rolling out to his right.
Back to pass is Richards. Here comes the pressure. He's in trouble. He's going to go down. Back at the 50. Just like you're kind of talking about, penalty flag comes out. It'll be against Mountain Grove. It'll stop the clock. 3:11 left to go. And it is against Mountain Grove.
Personal foul, little after the whistle blown activities there.
It was indeed that. 3:11 left to go, 28-14. By the way, tomorrow afternoon, there's a special event going on. Have you talked about this at all? At the Ava Assembly of God Church?
I have yet to bring it up. We talked about it in the pregame.
Okay, well, you know, Cooper, Emmerich, and Morgan Miller, did I say that right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get married tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock. How about that? Thomas is going. He
Thomas is excited, yeah. Didn't recognize Cooper with the haircut.
Yeah, he did get a haircut. Big event for us at Cause Radio, and I know for everybody in the family, on both sides of that family, great people there. And Cooper and Morgan are saying I do tomorrow afternoon. We're going to be that. Going to be there, not going to broadcast it, though. Bears, Richards goes down, actually a half-a-yard loss on the play, I think.
Now, the personal foul penalty should have been an automatic first down, but the chain gang there showing its 4th. I thought we would have gotten a first down after a personal foul. That's just how that works.
Doesn't look like it, does it? So it says 4th down and 2, so with the personal foul, we didn't get a first down out of that. How's that sort? What are we going to do? We're going to hand it off to Blaine Mendel. He's not going to get it. Mountain Grove's won the game. 2:33 left to go in the contest, trailing by 2 scores, 28-14, 2:33. Mountain Grove Panther football.
That shows you the kind of shape you're in when you get a 15-yard penalty and it still doesn't become a first down.
Yep.
And Ava offense tonight, outside of a couple of big runs from Richards, Mendel, and Miles, Mountain Grove, they had a defensive game plan. They've seen the stuff on film we've been doing the last few weeks, and they've executed it real well.
And we'll be playing Buffalo at Buffalo next Friday night. The Bears get ready for basketball season. Don't forget, a couple of really outstanding basketball teams on the boys and girls side will be playing basketball for Ava here for too long. Mountain Grove going to keep it on the ground, hand it off. The Bears are there all over it, and down after a yard or two, and that's about it. And the clock continues to run, which is what Mountain Grove wants to do until Coach calls a timeout. So with 2:25 left to go in the Bears season, our score, Mountain Grove 28, Ava 14.
Lots of us have been staying at home a little more this year, and when you're at home more, you start looking around and seeing things that you can improve. DIY projects that you've been thinking about doing for a while. And where do you go for all your home improvement supplies? Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers. Whether it's simpler cosmetic updates and touch-ups or the supplies you need for major renovations. Stop in Monday through Saturday and get your project materials at Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers, where we stop to shop.
Saying goodbye to a loved one. You want it to be special, wrapped in care and provide comfort to those who remain. I'm Tony Clinking Bear Van Dyne, and at Clinking Bear Funeral Home, we've been helping those we know and love say goodbye with honor and dignity for over 100 years. We are here to serve you and your family.
So the Ava Bears will go back on defense, and Tyler, to be honest with you, there's just no time left for us to get done what needs to be done, unless Mountain Grove does us a huge favor and just turns the ball over real quick and we go down and score.
We're getting to the point where it'd be the stuff of legends and movies being made if somehow pull it off here. And as long as Mountain Grove takes care of the football, there's just no time for us to do anything.
2nd and 9, 2:25 left to go in the ball game, and in the season for Ava Bears. And it's been a tough year. There's no way to say it except it's been a tough year. Ava will hand it off again. That's our Bears. Well, Mountain Grove will hand it off again. Bears make the defensive stop. I don't even know they got to the line of scrimmage. And Ava will call a timeout. 2:20 left. 28-14 our score. Mountain Grove with the lead.
At Rick's Roofing, we have expanded our business. We are now dozing for timber and other excavating work, skid steer work, some brush hogging, brush mulching, also helping you build your driveway, building houses or shop pads, backhoe work, septic work, and dump truck gravel hauling. Free quotes. And of course, we're still taking care of your roofing needs too. 683-8081. That's 683-8081 for Rick's Roofing, LLC.
Hey, this is Cody Herford from Cash Gas Company. On behalf of the Herford family and our two wonderful drivers, I wanted to thank our past, present, and future customers. We've been blessed to serve the Ava area. We're Ava's only locally owned and operated propane company, and here to help you 24 hours a day with all your propane needs. Give us a call today at 683-2297. That's 683-2297 for Cash Gas Company. And good luck to the Ava Bears.
Down and 9, and we have movement all along the line of scrimmage.
Man, that don't know how you jump off sides there when it's 3rd and long, and that just
turn it 3rd and short, don't you?
Makes it even more difficult.
About 2.5. We'll call it 3rd and 3, 44-yard line. Mountain Grove, Ava. This one falls in the column for the Mountain Grove Panthers. Early in the year, we beat them 14-0. But in the one that really counts, that moves you on into the state playoffs, the championship matchup, it's going to be Mountain Grove at least 28-14. Panthers with the ball, 3rd and 3, 2:20 left to go in the contest. And Elliott now, what do? Mountain Grove calls timeout. A little caginess going on here for what reason? Now, I'm not certain. There's 2:20 left to go in the game. Mountain Grove 28, Ava 14.
Are you needing some cash now and can't wait until payday? Strong's Watch Shop and Payday Loans is here to help you. Of course, they still do jewelry and watch repair. And hunters, listen up. Get ready for the season by taking a look at their firearms collection. Call them at 683-1789. That's 683-1789. Or stop by and see them at Strong's just north of the Ava Square.
Now tomorrow, let me remind everyone, we'll have the rebroadcast this ball game. About 10 o'clock. All right, Mizzou's got the weekend off. Am I right on that? Not playing football?
I think so. I think this was their scheduled bye week.
And after the way they played of late, that's probably not a bad idea. So they'll take a few days off. Chiefs go play football, though, on
Chiefs at noon Sunday.
We'll take that. Mountain Grove, third down and about 3 at the 44-yard line. And the Panthers will hand it off to the outside. Brandon Rogers will get a first down. I'm assuming that's Coach's son. Am I right on that? It's got to be Coach's son. Pretty good set of athletes there. And the Rogers boys, 28-14 is your score. 2:14 left. It was a first down, and that pretty much gives you the chance to eat up the clock, kill it, and bring this game to a close, and bring the Ava Bear football season to a close.
Thing about it too, Joe, all these playmakers we've been talking about for Mountain Grove, none of them seniors.
Gonna be back. Ava, actually, when you have the conversation, had at the start of the season a really, really good look at some younger players, some juniors that were going to play football for us, and seniors, and you thought things were going to really go great. And then you know what happened, and it did. Runs good for a couple of yards by Brandon Rogers, past midfield to the 49-yard line. Now, don't forget, Ava will open up basketball season. We'll be doing the Jamboree on the 17th, but I forgot my schedule. When's the first game?
Usually that first week there, right before Thanksgiving, and that will be here before you know it. And about the only positive you can find out of this is Coach Seeger's actually going to get to see his full team before the season starts.
Remember
this year.
Last year we were playing football until December, and it was just shocking because you had half your basketball team, at least it seemed like, that were still playing football. Not this year. 2nd and 9. 1:28 left to go in the ball game, and another handoff as expected, running right up the gut with it to the 45-yard line. Mount Grove just content to let the clock run by and end this thing and move on. What a turnaround for a football team. Just think about the troubles Mountain Grove's had the last couple of years.
You know, going from a winless season, which in Mountain Grove, that's unheard of, and then to turn around 1 year later. And, you know, the record didn't really show it, but it was a team that was playing such better football, more competitive this season, and they're going to go from 0-10 to playing for a district title.
Championship, you bet. So with that, 3rd and 5 from the 45-yard line with 45 seconds left in this season for Ava Bear football. Elliott, 2 boys beside him. He'll hand it off again, this time on the carry. That's Trenton Bevan. And he's going to get to about the 43 and will become, with that, Ava Bear football. So 26 seconds left. The Bears will call a timeout. Our score, Mountain Grove 28, Ava 14.
Hello, this is Blake Miller at Stockman's Bank in Ava. When it comes to sports, I know the dedication and commitment it takes to succeed. It's the same type of commitment we provide our customers at Stockman's Bank. At Stockman's Bank, you're not just a number, you are our neighbor. Come by and see us for all your banking needs Monday through Friday and Saturday mornings. Or you can reach us by phone at 683-4186. Stockman's Bank, proud past, exciting future. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Let me take this chance to thank all of the folks who've been with us in our broadcasts on Cause Radio, and I might add, also on TDH Media. These are the people that pay for these broadcasts, Tyler, and you know you've been doing this long enough. There's a lot that goes in to doing a ball game and getting it on the radio.
Yes,
and we
absolutely.
Thank them so much.
All the people you hear during the commercials, those are the folks that make what Joe's done over the last 3+ decades possible. And without that support, couldn't be doing what we're doing. Thank you much.
And we mean that. It is Elliott going to go back, wants to throw it. Does so. We have contained. Ball comes out. It's picked up by Ava. We're going to end up with it at about the 35-yard line. So the Bears will recover the football. Zach Richards on the fumble, quite literally, will have it. With 29 seconds left, Ava will touch the football 1 or 2 last times in this season of Ava Bear football. A bunch of kids will come back and play football, but Tyler, if you got a chance, take a peek at the seniors, pull them down as quickly as you can, talk about them
well,
for a second
you
or two.
Through, you got Zach Mendel, of course, injured, Zach Miller injured, Mason Cole, a senior, as we see the snap here.
Richards going to put it in the air and almost intercepted by Mountain Grove.
Luke Horning, you got Colby Miles, a senior, Aiden Murphy, Brett Kuntz, James Pepke,
Bryce Dodson, Jacob Bruffett, Tyler Castillo, Ethan Johnson, rounding out the seniors there on this AVA 2020 team.
Kids be missed, but a bunch more to come fill their slots. That's how it works in the game of life and the game of football, I might add. 2nd and 10, 35-yard line, 24 seconds left. Richards trying to scramble out of the pocket, throw it down the field. It's intercepted by Mountain Grove at the 40. We were going long, and I mean going long, intended for Peyton Evans. Underthrown. Mountain Grove intercepts. 16 seconds left. And Tyler, maybe that's a little of the reason we weren't doing a lot of that.
Well, that kind of answers that question.
Yep.
That, and again, not to make excuses, but everyone goes through injuries. But you just look at it. Richards wasn't even the second quarterback that we threw out there this year.
No.
He was the third that got in the middle of Game 4 and did get better each and every week. But that passing attack, we're not known for our passing, but could do big plays the last few years with Johnson and Swafford. Not there yet.
That's going to bring it to the end, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This season wraps up, and what a run we've had. The Ava Bears will finish with a loss to Mountain Grove in the semifinals of district play. Final score in this ball game will be the Mountain Grove Panthers 28, the Ava Bears 14.
Yeah, we wish it.